You will not be able to stay home, brother. You will not be able to plug in, turn on, and cop out. You will not be able to lose yourself on Skag and skip out for beer during commercials because the revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be brought to you by Xerox in 4 parts without commercial interruptions. The revolution will not show you pictures of Nixon blowing a bugle and leading a charge by John Mitchell, General Abrams, and Spyro Agnew to eat hog maws confiscated from a Harlem sanctuary. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be brought to you by the Schaefer Award Theater and will not star Natalie Woods and Steve McQueen or Bullwinkle and Julia. The revolution will not give your mouth sex appeal. The revolution will not get rid of the nubs. The revolution will not make you look 5 pounds thinner because the revolution will not be televised, brother. There will be no pictures of you and Willie Mae pushing that shopping cart down the block on the dead run or trying to slide that color TV into a stolen ambulance. NBC will not be able to predict the winner at 8:32 on report from 29 districts. The revolution will not be televised. There will be no pictures of pigs shooting down brothers on the instant replay. There will be no pictures of pigs shooting down brothers on the instant replay. There will be no pictures of Whitney Young being run out of Harlem on a rail with a brand new process. There will be no slow motion or still lights of Roy Wilkins strolling through Watts in a red, black, and green liberation jumpsuit that he has been saving for just the proper occasion. Green Acres, Beverly Hillbillies, and Hooterville Junction will no longer be so damn relevant, and women will not care if Dick finally got down with Jane on Search for Tomorrow, because black people will be in the street looking for a brighter day. The revolution will not be televised. There will be no highlights on the 11 o'clock news and no pictures of Harry armed women liberationists and Jackie Onassis blowing her nose. The theme song will not be written by Jim Webb or Francis Scott Key, nor sung by Glenn Campbell, Tom Jones, Johnny Cash, Engelbert Humperdinck, or The Rare Earth. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be right back after a message about a white tornado, white lightning, or white people. You will not have to worry about a dove in your bedroom, the tiger in your tank, or the giant in your toilet bowl. The revolution will not go better with Coke. The revolution will not fight germs that may cause bad breath. The revolution will put you in the driver's seat. The revolution will not be televised, will not be televised, will not be televised, will not be televised. The revolution will be no rerun, brothers. The revolution will be live.
I'm talking about Shabaka going crazy. People going crazy in these motherfuckers. Run that shit back, man.
But it means nothing. Nothing about a woman on a day. Man made the car. Carry the heavy load. Man made the electrolyte to take us out of the dark. Man made the boat for the water like the 7 Omega. Man thinks about a little bit of baby girl and a baby boy. Man makes them happy because man makes them joy. But after man make everything we can, do you know that man makes money? To buy from other men. This is a man's world.
Black-owned and controlled
Grand
firms and
Risings, Grand
enterprises that are
Risings.
dedicated to
Thank you for
uplifting the
tuning in to
quality
Grand
of our
Risings with
lives
Shabaka
of
and the Chase.
consumer
I'm your
to
host,
the
Chan Coleman,
professional level.
the co-executive
The
producer and co-host of
non-blacks
Shabaka's Lucky
cannot
Spirits
have
and Gems.
controlling interest or
Please make
equity
sure you call in with your
participation in
comments,
any
questions, and
black-owned
concerns. The
business
call-in
that
number is
doesn't make any
516
economical sense.
418
At the local level,
5996. Press
no
1 and you'll
other
be live on
blacks
the
should
air.
have access to Blacc Capital.
Peace,
We
twin. I
must
see you.
develop
Thank
our
you.
own social media platforms and control them so we won't be marginalized by outside forces that hate the concept of black self-sufficiency and black determination. This is episode 8 of season 8. Please check out Frontline Black News on StreamYard. We will be simulcasting on StreamYard via Facebook and YouTube. So, ladies and gentlemen, he needs no further introduction. I'll need the mic today to Denver, Colorado. Good morning there to your brother Jay. How you be?
Yeah, Grand Rising, Shabaka from the Mile High Income City and Migrant Flooded City.
Yes, sir.
I am okay, Shabaka. I might be in and out though, because if I'm coming to pick up the Chase here within the next hour, so I might have to go on mute when they arrive. But yeah, first of all, Black History Month is 365 days a year, and this year is 366 days a year because it's a leap year. We don't need a month to celebrate our history. We celebrate our history all year round. Just because Master said, you know, you can move from Negro Week to Black History Month. Don't mean that we only teach our history 1 month out of the year. And as for we need to be self-sufficient, yes, we need to do for self. We need to support Black-owned businesses. But here's the thing about Black-owned businesses. Black-owned businesses need to step up their quality and their customer service. I've lost count how many Black-owned businesses I've gone to, and the quality was not up to par. The customer service was horrible. So yeah, we gotta do better all around as a people if we're gonna be self-sufficient and if we're going to be self-determinated.
Definitely. Oh, absolutely, yeah, without a doubt. And then also too, see we have an unknown caller in
it's
there.
Probably Sarge.
Okay, also too, definitely. Okay, yeah, okay, well, we're gonna have Sarge on deck in a minute if that is in fact Sarge. And also, too, ladies and gentlemen, please go to the hashtag and the like page of the Champions Brew to get you a fresh early morning cup of coffee of high quality ingredients and also too, you know, of a high quality staff that is making that happen. Okay, Brother Jay. So the first thing that we're going to discuss, you know, news flash. Okay, you saw the 4 migrants beat the hell out the New York City police officers yesterday, right?
Yeah, it was 7 of them, and one of them ended up biting one of the officers. It's a complete different treatment they received, though, just like with the short hats that had that brawl with the police, the NYPD, after they found them tunnels.
Yeah. And the part that kills me about it is how come, you know, with no other NYPD officers over there killing them like how they.
Yeah, they didn't say, "Oh, I fear for my life" and all that bullshit that they do with us.
Yes, sir. You see what I'm saying? Most definitely. So I wonder what old Uncle Tom Eric got to say about that again. We crumb bumming on you sellout ass, black ass politicians.
Yeah, they got to go. They got to go, and also Shabaka, in addition to the politricians, these do-nothing black organizations got to go. Like the Negroes always asking for Caucasoid's permission, the NAACP, and advancing us one bit in a whole 115 years of existence.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You see, that's the part that gets me. And then also, too, as I've stated before here, too, Brother Chan, I saw it was confirmed by a professor on Cartoon News Network last night, where he had stated that, and you heard me say this here, you know, over the last few weeks, that this election coming up, man, is going to be the most controversial election since 1968. Okay, fool. The 1968 Democratic National Convention
of 1960,
Chicago, Illinois.
Or 1968.
1968, where they had a riot at the Democratic National Convention in Chicago, Illinois.
Okay.
And guess where this year's Democratic National
in
Convention
Chicago, Illinois.
And
shout out to the Black Chicagoans, the Foundation of Black Americans in Chicago for giving them that work. I was listening to Afro Elite yesterday, and he was playing a video of them at the city council meeting, going in on them illegal immigrants. And this one who's talking, this one OTB was talking about, oh, white supremacy this, and we're all brothers in the struggle. No, we all brothers in the struggle when it's time for you to get some kind of benefit out of it. Just like with the civil rights movement, them Latinos or Hispanics or Chicanos sat on the sidelines, or Chicanos sat on the sidelines until they got some kind of benefit out of it. And then they started saying, oh, we're all minorities in the struggle. Prior to that, they didn't want to have nothing to do with it. And to that point, Shabaka, the founder of NON-Blacc, which is the oldest Hispanic organization in America, opted out of them being classified as their own different, distinct race. So they have made it known where they stand. They side with racism and white supremacy. They're on the side of that. And these illegal immigrants that they're allowing in here, they resonate with that same anti-Black hatred and sentiment, and that's how they earn their keep in the land of the slaves, or the land of the thieves, and the home of the slaves.
Yes, sir. You see what I'm saying? And then also too, we're gonna start crumb bombing on sycophants and ass scratchers, you know, this whole
like the John Lewis's. I seen a picture yesterday, Shabaka. Somebody posted on Twitter, now X, the Musty Man's platform, of them Negroes sitting at that lunch counter begging for a cup of coffee. And somehow that's Black history. How the hell is that Black history?
Is that look? Good, Brother Trey.
How is sitting at the lunch counter begging for a cup of coffee? How is that Black history? Why are you showcasing that? They're not showcasing the fact that the Black Panthers, the revolutionary commanders, the weathermen, the move, the deacons of defense, they was not with that nonviolent shit. They were literally burning down this country, bringing it to its knees, and we could have had the reparations then. But like you said, we had the sycophants that was, oh, Master Charlie, I just want to sit at the same toilet with you. I just want to sit at the lunch counter with you, Master Charlie. Why won't you just accept me, Master Charlie? And we still got them Stephen Sambos to this day, like Uncle Tim Scott. Oh, let's get on Uncle Tim Scott, Shabaka. So Uncle Tim Scott thought he was going to get the dump.
The biggest time going on, and of course, Dr. Ali Muhammad dumped to the most of his ability. He is selling out the Black.
He thought he was going to get the dumps as in human shit, and we want to make that perfectly clear.
And we want to make that perfectly clear.
He thought that he was going to nominate him for VP, and he called himself getting hitched up with this white woman just out the blue. And now the people in Trump in the dumps and as in human shit, and we want to make that perfectly clear, it's camp, are saying hell to the no, because Uncle Tim Scott was supporting Pence. He supported the election results. He did not want the votes to not be counted. So he's an enemy in Trump's eyes. So how would he think that he, as a Black man, because he's still a Black man in America, no matter what he wants to say out his mouth, that America's not a racist country and all this dumb shit, he's still a Black man at the end of the day, and they're going to treat him as such.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. That's without a doubt. And we also see we have an unknown caller there on our board. Just simply press one. We think we know who it is, but just press one, and we'll be happy to have you on. Definitely check out the Champions Brew and go to the webpage there for your coffee this morning. Okay, upcoming product, and also too. Well, I told you.
Oh,
that,
they raised their hand, Shabaka. Let's bring them on. Unknown caller, what's your name and where you calling from? Your mic is unmuted, unknown caller. Unknown caller. Is this Sarge or Solution? Or?
I'm sorry, gentlemen. I had to get to my mic to unmute myself because, I don't want any extraneous noise.
No, we don't want to have to charge you with desertion again, Sarge. Thank you for reporting to duty.
How are y'all doing?
We're good, Sarge. Thank you for reporting to duty.
For an old bastard out here in Sin City. Also, too, Sarge, I just want to make a quick announcement here. I don't know if it came to your attention or not. Okay, your boy, Joe Gibson. Okay, on our Tuesday night show, I'm sorry you missed it because we had the professor on, Sarge, and the professor was dropping some very, very heavy knowledge, and hopefully he'll call in. He is a black man that reads aloud, very, very knowledgeable brother. But some individual by the name of Inclusion or Illusion got disrespectful with the professor.
Yeah, he did.
Because the professor was owning his ass, Sarge, and Sarge was like Ali Frazier. Bam, bam, wham, bam, 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 bam. So Inclusion got disrespectful to the professor, and so we had to kick Inclusion out. And Inclusion, you're welcome to call in. Now, Sarge, somebody on your side of the fence wants you and I to go on a show and have a debate, Sarge, and they was gonna set it up there on Joe Gibson's side. There was supposed to be a moderator and all that. And tell me how you feel about this here, Sarge. And I simply informed them that for that there to happen between you and I, that they will have to pay us. Otherwise, man, they can go take a flying leap through a rolling donut. And by the way, how was Chi-Town this morning, man? How's that Hawk treat you guys coming off the Great Lakes?
Man, don't you realize that I am an expatriate from not only Chicago, but the entire state of Illinois? I don't know. I have to call my colleagues and family up there to ask. I'm living in Georgia, and the weather's fine here today. Bright, sunny day.
Oh, you're in Kemp country.
50 degrees right now. It's supposed to get up to 65 for the end of the day. So I ain't even interested right now in what stuff is.
What are your thoughts on?
Wait a minute, Sarge, you warmer than me down there, man. It's because looking to the West Coast, as Brother Che was telling me, man, is that we got, atmospheric storm getting ready.
Yeah, the Pineapple Express.
They're already
shut. Man, it is a righteous, beautiful, sunny day here. Like I said, right now it's about 50-something. It's getting up to 65 by the
Oh, that's how it was here yesterday, Sarge. It was like that in Denver yesterday.
Man, look at man. I just want to say this now. I'm glad you mentioned that today is start of Black yesterday, right?
No.
I figured I'd start off.
Sarge, you know goddamn well Black History Month is 365. This year is 366.
Black History Month.
Well, you know where that term came from.
History is 365 days a year.
Yes, correct.
But look, you know that's me. That ain't everybody. Everybody don't give a damn about it. They ain't like me. And I figured that since it is the official start of Black History Month,
the shortest month of the year,
specifically, in my opinion, for a book that details a very important aspect of Black history that I am fascinated by.
The miseducation of the Negro.
Klan War.
Oh, the Klan War.
S. Grant and the Battle of Slave Reconstruction. And it has acquainted me. This book is really, it's about 378 pages. And it gives me an acquaintance with some great and heroic Black figures I was not acquainted with. People like Congressman Robert Brown Elliott and North Carolina activist Wyatt Outlaw, who gave his life battling the Ku Klux Klan, setting up militias to combat them. The federal government use of federal assets to include federal troops to literally put the Klan in full outblown retreat He listed as the Klan waged the war, 1871 to 1872, and the first Klan, of which, by the way, there were 3 historical iterations.
You talking about the first iteration was Nathan Forrest up in this good state of Tennessee.
Historically recognized.
No.
In 1871, in 1871, then you had the other one in 1950, and then another big resurgence in 1950.
Well, the one in 1871 was Nathan Forrest. SARS. The one in 1871 was Nathan Forrest.
Organized terrorist organization in the history of the United States. The Klan was recognized as the first organized terrorist movement in the history of the United States.
And rightfully so.
And Elizabeth Grant destroyed them. They were on the complete retreat. And they didn't resurge significantly until 1950.
I don't know about that, SARS, because I'm in a Klan state. I'm literally in a Klan state. And we've had Klan members here from the late 1800s.
No, wait a minute. But Jay, I didn't say it disappeared. I said it was not resurgent in any significant case until 1950. You had 3 historically recognized iterations of the Klan, and the first one was, like I said, the first organized terror movement in the history of the United States. And to learn these, particularly Black heroes, who put their, like Ashburn, a gentleman named Mr. Ashburn and others, who put their lives on the line, dozens of which were killed, along with their white colleagues, struck by hundreds of people assassinated by the Klan during that particular era. And it is really startling to discover the details in depth. I would recommend this book highly if you want to learn about Black history and a manly, noble response to terrorism based upon American principles. I couldn't recommend this book more highly.
Okay, now I want to read something here, gentlemen. Okay, I'm looking at here, Sarge. You know, my classic source of information is Mr. Lerone Bennett Jr. Okay, this is the Ebony Pictorial History of America, African Past to Civil War. Okay, Harriet Tubman conducted some of the 300 slaves to freedom on the Underground Railroad. By the time the federal government had taken a strong pro-slavery posture, repeat, a pro-slavery posture, in 1835, a Charleston mob broke into the post office and burned abolitionist newspapers. When no action was taken, Southern postmasters began regularly taking abolition literature out of the mail. In 1835, President Andrew Johnson, forbade the post office to deliver abolitionist mail in the South. Violence became common. A Georgian who subscribed to the Liberator was dragged from his home by a mob who tarred and feathered him, set him on fire, dumped him in the river, then tied him to a post and whipped him. Okay, do you understand that? I'm going to repeat myself. Violence became common. A Georgian who subscribed to the Liberator was dragged from his home by a mob, like they did in the Kill, who was tarred and feathered and set him on fire, dumped him in the river, then tied him to a post and whipped him. A white man in Petersburg, Virginia, who said that black men have in the abstract the right to their freedom, was lashed and ordered to leave town. Several whites in the great state of Georgia started down there with you in South Carolina, where that no good ratchet Nikki Haley is from, were murdered.
Nimrata. Her name is Nimrata. Ain't no damn Nikki, it's Nimrata.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, actually, her middle name is Nikki. Her middle name is Nikki, but she prefers to use that rather than the first name since I was born. Her middle name is actually Nikki. Okay. Is her name.
That's her nickname, so it ain't her middle name. Her name is Nimrata.
Well, yes, it is, but it is the name.
Her name is Nimrata, though. Her first name is Nimrata, and her last name is Rahab.
I know that. That's true. That's true, but don't say it's not her name, because it is.
It's not her actual first name.
Okay, now also two stars, the dog as in human shit.
And we want to make that perfectly clear.
He's been hit with some sexual crimes, Sarge.
When isn't he?
Yeah, I love this, man.
When isn't he being hit with sexual crimes?
Yeah, I love this, man. I got a few things to say about that if you allow me to, because it is so patently bullshit. I don't know why anybody.
It's blatantly bullshit. But he doesn't have to pay out $88 million. He don't have to pay out $88 million though, Sarge.
When you look, Jay, when you factually analyze the crux of the case against them, there is no way you can assign it any credibility whatsoever.
Then why does he have to pay out?
You simply cannot ignore.
Sarge, why did he have to pay out $88 million to the same woman 2 separate times?
Okay, but Sarge,
total. But the first time was $5 million. Second time, $83 million.
By their private part, Sarge.
All right.
Yeah, he did say that.
All right, see, I don't know why we have to keep going over this. He posed a hypothetical. He literally
it's not a hypothetical. That's what he said.
I know people in the United States have trouble speaking English, but there are words that are considered modifiers. Like when you use a word, when you make a word a modifier, you make it conditional upon certain parameters. And he did that in a statement. He said, and here's, I'm paraphrasing, but this is what he said. If you are a big celebrity, they will let you grab them by the pussy, which automatically implies or means consensual. When someone allows you to
they'll let you grab them by the, they'll let you grab them by that, and then you can kiss them, and they'll let you kiss them in the mouth. How is that a hypothetical? No, Sarge. That's not hypothetical.
Okay, let's not go over that. I don't want to spend a lot of time on that. Let's talk about the facts of Jean Carroll. That remember now, the case literally, and I'm not making this up, because I've gone into the case for what the jury heard, the evidence there. It was literally her word against his. There was no evidence introducing that would make him guilty of sexual other than her testimony. That was it. Now, here's why there should have been doubt. This is why there should have been doubt cast on her testimony. Number one, Bergdorf Goodman had surveillance video in effect on that room at the time of the incident. There is no surveillance video that happened. Remember, it was from 1994. 1995. That's what happened. 1995. Number
Sarge.
2. Dude, wait a minute. Let me finish now, because, with the whole issue is she credible? Because it's her testimony. There's nothing else. That should be the issue. How credible was this woman? All right, number 2. There are 0 witnesses.
Sarge, how credible were the witnesses?
Number 3.
Okay, go ahead.
Wait a minute now. Number 3. When she came forward in 2019, she came forward with allegations while she was promoting her book. What do we need men for? She even said on TV that people told her you should bring up the sexual assault by Donald Trump. It will help promote your book. Number 4, Carol was not able to remember when the attack occurred. She told the lawyer, I am quoting now, this question, the when, the date, has been something I've been constantly trying to pin down. She jumped gears, beginning with 1994, then moving to 1995, and then going to 1996.
Right.
She can't even remember the season in which the attack occurred. The Donna Karen dress that she claims to have worn during the incident was not available at the time of her claims. She went on the cover of Vogue magazine wearing this outfit, saying this is what she was wearing when she was sexually assaulted. And it was not made during the time frame she finally settled on as the date of the attack, the year of the attack. Next.
Okay.
She never came forward with these allegations over the years, despite being asked about sexuality. They said that a sex tip I learned from my dog: when the heat shakes the man until he collapses with exhaustion, then jump him. Wait, that ain't all. She said she was never raped. She told the New York Times podcast. Here's a quote. This is a quote. Every woman gets to choose a word. Every woman gets to choose how she describes it. This is my way of saying it. This is my word. My word is fight. My word is not the victim word. I have not been raped. I have something has not been done to me. I fought. That's the thing. She named her cat Vagina. Her dog, her cat was named Vagina. The judge wouldn't allow that in. And then, now listen to this. Now listen to this. This should have sunk her entire testimony. Listen to what she said here. I don't narrate. I feel bad. I don't narrate. All right. This is what he said.
Hold on, sorry.
Alone should have sunk her. Wait a minute. The next two things I'm about to say should have sunk her testimony. Now listen to them. They're not incidental. She said she was a big fan of law and order. The situation at Bergdorf's Bloom involving a celebrity offender is remarkably similar to a plot line in Law and Order Special Victims Unit. And she even said this. Now, wait a minute. This is the final clincher. Listen to this now. See, I don't narrate. I can't.
You said that, so.
And wait a minute now. And that lousy, rotten judge would not allow any of this into the testimony. That's what gets me about this. All these things are facts. Because she wrote a column. She was writing a column and she gave sexual advice to people. Now listen to this. This woman wrote her. The reader's pen name was Snowed Under. And she was responding to a letter from her saying that she was having trouble getting orgasms to sexual intercourse alone. And she said she could only climax the foreplay. And then the reader in the thing answered this question. This is in 1993 now. Are you listening?
Yes,
sir. Is there any way I could learn? Wait a minute. Is there any way I could learn to reach orgasm through sex? Maybe books I could read? Here is E. Jean Carroll's answer. Listen closely.
Okay.
Just Snowed Under. Stop flagellating yourself. Gadzooks. At least you have orgasm. And if that isn't spontaneous sex, I don't know what is. Most women experience difficulty climaxing through intercourse alone. So you're perfectly normal. Begin by reading For Yourself by Dr. Lonnie Barber. She'll give you excellent instructions on how to have an orgasm during intercourse. Then at the 313 Queen Hell Love Wiggle, move on to Greta Garbo's favorite love position, the top. Now listen, here's a money quote. Indeed, this location works better for women than the fourth floor of Bergdorf's.
Oh my God. Okay.
Now, if you want to believe this nut-faced woman, if you want to believe, after she said rape is sexy, and you want to believe her, you be my guest.
And nobody said we're believing her, Sarge. Hold on, you putting words in our mouth. We did not say that we believed her, Sarge.
Information alone should have cast doubt on her credibility.
Sarge, a lot of things should have cast doubt on her credibility. The fact remains, the dump as in human shit still have to pay her $5 million and now recently $83 million. If innocent justice mattered, then Bill Cosby wouldn't have been locked up for some shit that happened in the 1970s. Do you have the
so the justice system should be used to get somebody you don't like?
No,
really?
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying, Sarge. I'm saying if you're gonna do that, be equal across the board. They locked up Bill Cosby for some shit hearsay from 1970 something.
Everybody recognized at the end it was wrong, didn't they? And he was released from prison.
After appeal, after several appeals. Yeah, it was a miscarriage of justice. I agree with you there.
Yeah, and that's what Trump's gonna have to go through too.
He ain't walked the concrete. He ain't walked the concrete at all. He went and took a mugshot. My ass got arrested.
So you want revenge?
You
want revenge. You don't care about the truth of fact. You want revenge against Trump. Or whatever perceived revenge you think you
Oh my God, no. If he gets convicted of sexual assault and he got to pay out all this money, Bill Cosby got convicted of sexual assault.
He was found liable. There's a difference.
Okay, explain the difference. Explain the difference, Sarge.
Proof beyond a reasonable doubt.
So they couldn't prove beyond a reasonable doubt that he was liable, but he still had to pay out $88 million.
Okay, yeah, exactly. So
you got to be convicted beyond a reasonable doubt. And you're not going to tell me there's not reasonable doubt in this case with this lunatic woman.
Why did he have to pay out $88 million, Sarge?
Yeah.
I got an answer for that real easy. The Democrats are ruthless and they wage lawfare.
It's the Democrats. It's the Democrats. It's the Democrats.
And they use the civil courts in order to do so.
So it's the Democrats. It's because the Democrats.
You're damn right it is. A Democrat judge, a Democrat jury, and a place that is a rampant hotbed of Trump derangement syndrome.
Okay.
You make it up worse now, Sarge. That's not even an actual Trump deranged syndrome.
Okay.
Now, wait a minute. Did you hear all of the factual reasons I laid out as to why E.G. Jill should have had no credibility whatsoever?
I never said she had credibility, Sarge.
Entirely a case of her word against his.
Yeah, it's her word against his. Correct. So they took her word, and he had to pay 80.
This is our opportunity to make Donald Trump pay. We hate him. We're gonna make him pay, and that's it. And by the way, you had a judge that would make sure none of this information would get before the jury.
So Sarge, is this the same thing that happened with Stormy Daniels?
Oh no! There were so many inconsistencies in that woman's case. I don't know why that even went to trial.
It was the Democrats. It was because the Democrats, Sarge.
To this day, Trump has denied all of those charges, just like he did with Eugene Carroll. He's denied. His story has been consistent from one end to the other. You cannot find one alteration in anything he said from the date the accusation was made to now.
So he's paying them out. So why does he have to pay them all this money, Sarge?
Well, I guess you just don't believe what I just said. Okay, you don't have to believe it. I said they're waging lawfare. They get a venue-friendly judge who they know will give them the results that they want, and it's easy to find people in Manhattan, the District of New York, Manhattan, who hate Trump and have Trump derangement syndrome, and it's a civil case where the standard is preponderance of the evidence.
It's funny that they hate Trump now. All of a sudden they hate Trump, but they didn't hate Trump during the Central Park 5.
Yeah, because he wasn't a politician who were doing things that upset their holy writ.
He's not a politician now. He's not president. Sleepy Jim Crow Biden is president.
Okay.
In order to run for office de facto, that makes you a politician. When you run for political office to become elected, you are automatically a politician.
He's not an elected politician currently, though.
It's part of the job description to get elected. You have to be politic in order to get elected.
Okay, Sarge, I understand that, having ran for political office twice. However, he's not currently in office.
Okay. Look, you guys can sign all the credibility in these cases you want. I know lawfare wants. Now, I notice you guys are not even mentioning what's blowing up with Bonnie Willis. In other words, the shit.
We're not mentioning it. Are you serious? Are you serious, Sarge? You got to tune in to Frontline Black News. Sarge, make sure you like and subscribe to Frontline Black News. We have discussed this in depth on Frontline Black News and the Revolutionary Agenda. Sarge, make sure you like and subscribe to Frontline Black News.
Now, what's going on with Bonnie Willis and her affair, with the other gentleman, all right, as corrupt as the legal system is, Sarge, that you're very well aware of, as corrupt as the political system is, Sarge, they need to leave Bonnie Willis alone. Now, I'm going to tell you what they need to do.
Bonnie the mammy. I'm not caping for her.
I don't believe you say
Sarge, I'm not caping for her.
Okay.
That lady,
I know you don't really mean to say that. You sure you want to stand by that statement? So when we find out about the corruption, not when they get away with it, but when we find out about the corruption, it's glaring, it's sticking in the face, we're supposed to ignore because they've gotten away with it in the past. Other people have gotten away with it, so let her get away with it too. Is that it?
Oh my God, Sarge, no.
Okay, Sarge.
That's the argument?
Yeah.
Okay, Sarge. Okay, the point is what I'm getting at is that rape is an act wrong within itself. Now, Sarge, you studied law. You have acts that are against statute.
You don't want to talk about big body that are wrong.
Okay, well, man, if Bonnie Willis and her man are busy getting it on, man, more power.
It wasn't her man, though.
It was her.
It was her.
You know that's not
it was her side dude.
Now, you come on now, man. You can do better than that. You know, whether she's having sex with him is irrelevant to what I am talking about. And you know it.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay, the only thing I can say about that is this, okay? If anything, that case with Fannie Willis and her friend there, if anything, that is a case that belongs in divorce court, okay? They need to leave that woman alone. Look at all the
they're not even bringing it up in divorce court. They're not even bringing it up in the divorce court, though, Shabaka.
What prosecutorial ethics are and the appearance, even the appearance of impropriety. Do you understand we have receipts? I talked about billing records from Nathan Wade to the county.
We only have the receipts because of his wife. Hold on, Sarge. We only got the receipts because his wife is divorcing him.
We have a chronology.
That's the only reason why we have that. If she didn't divorce him, we wouldn't. If she wasn't going through a divorce with him right now,
I can't believe what you guys are saying.
Sarge,
I know you know better than
Sarge,
this.
how do we get the records?
Sarge, and they'd have done this kind of thing to him.
Sarge,
pointing out every one of these procedural malfeasance efforts, and you would have been sticking on him. And we got it right here in the record on this guy.
Sarge, how do we get the records, though?
How about the whistleblower named Amanda Timpson, who was on tape, going to her, telling her of ethical corruption and misuse of federal funds by the people in the office. She's tearfully almost trying to warn Bonnie Willis this is illegal and at the very least massive corruption. You can't spend this money for these purposes. And Bonnie Willis is dismissing it all. You can hear it on the tape.
Shabaka, I need you to get in the StreamYard so we can stream to the like page.
Okay.
I cannot believe you guys just talk like this. That's okay. And wait a minute. This woman, when she got up there in that church in Atlanta, that AME church in Atlanta, she didn't even really deny the charge. She said you can't expect a black woman to be perfect and save the world. So in other words, we're supposed to excuse her because she's just human. And it's just been racist going after her.
I know, twin. You know, you got a fan. You got a fan in the StreamYards, Sarge, Twin Pyramid. He says
I'm just saying you guys ignoring facts. That's what irritates me. When people ignore facts that you documented. And you're saying they're irrelevant. They don't mean anything.
Sarge.
That's not Sarge. First of all,
over everything else.
Sarge, I'm not caping or defending Fannie the Mammy at all. I think she is guilty of that.
Nathan Wade is a slip and fall lawyer who has never tried a felony case in court, and he gets the biggest case, arguably, in the history of Atlanta. He gets $1 million of taxpayer, federal, and state money to prosecute a former president of the United States.
Sarge.
I'm the most trumped up. Yeah, that's what I said.
She is Sarge. Sarge. She is the. You got to go on mute, Shabaka.
Okay, that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to mute it. Okay.
Sarge. She is the RICO lawyer. She's the RICO queen. Fannie the Mammy is the RICO queen. She tries all the RICO cases. You got to get back in the studio, Shabaka.
Okay.
So you can share it to the like.
Oh my God! I mean, I swear to God, this.
Just go on mute when you come in the studio.
Okay. Besides, the fact of the matter is, Sarge, let's be real. Okay, man. This whole goddamn system, man, is corrupt. Okay. You know, Biden, who's shitting on himself, man, he belongs in jail. Biden hates black folks. Okay. You
and so does his dope fiend son.
As human shit. I mean. And when you look at the dude, man, the dude looks like a fucking orange raccoon, man. You see him with his orange face and he's got these white eyes where he put them little goggles on, man, when he goes off in the Canaan salon, okay? No, but, you know, I ain't gonna argue with you. Okay, now, Sarge, the fact of the matter is...
So, Sarge, who should be trying to dump as in human shit in Georgia if it's not funny?
Right. And then old Biden, you know, who shits on himself. Well, now we're not going to talk about the vice president.
Oh my God, Kamala.
As far as Kamala was concerned, there was a whole lot of guys who was grabbing her by the who is the mayor.
Okay, all right, Shabaka, would you like to hear the video of Bonnie Willis telling the voting public when she was running for office that the citizens of Fulton County deserve better than a district attorney who's having sexual relationships with their subordinates?
So who's better,
would Sarge?
Like Sarge, who's better? Sarge, would you like to tell us who's better?
Okay, but Sarge,
who should be trying?
The voters of Fulton County
who should be trying to dump?
Than a district attorney who has sexual relations with their subordinates. It is an abuse of power.
Okay, so which district attorney should be trying to dump as in human shit in Georgia?
What does it have to do with it?
No.
Here's what it has to do.
No. Sarge, I did not say that.
You asked the question.
No, that's not what I asked, Sarge. No. What I asked was, I said, no, that's not what I said. I said, Sarge, if she is not fit to try the case, then who should try the case?
Okay, that's what I'm about to answer.
Okay, go ahead.
Now, since she is under a cloud, she's too stupid to recuse herself from it and maybe save her case. Okay? She's that stupid and arrogant that she doesn't want to, because she knows how bad it's going to look for her career, and maybe her trumped up plans to run for governor, and she's trying to solve.
She's going to challenge Kemp. She's going to challenge Kemp, Sarge.
If she was to recuse herself from it, if she did, then here's what could happen. It would circumvent, not eliminate, the possibility of a judge dismissing the entire charges without prejudice against their case and allowing the state of Georgia, if they choose to start anew with a new prosecutor and a new set of facts.
Okay, so what prosecutor? My question is, what prosecutor?
Hold on now. If she stays on this case and doesn't recuse her, she faces the very real possibility, I'm not saying the certainty, the possibility of this case being dismissed with prejudice, meaning charges cannot be refiled.
So they'll have to drop the case?
Or that ethical.
So you're saying if that was to happen, they would have to drop the case?
With prejudice, they cannot refile the case.
That would be double jeopardy, right?
No, if it's filed with prejudice, it means forever. Those particular charges against Donald Trump and maybe even the defendants cannot be reinstated if the judge does it that way. I'm not saying the judge will. I'm saying it's a possibility. And if she was serious,
I just need you to share it to the like page.
If she was serious about her case, then she would do that.
Hold on, I'm gonna put you on mute on the blog talk.
She's a political Democrat stooge act, so she won't do it. She's a hack and a fool and a stooge and a toady.
You get no argument.
So that's why she won't step down from the case, and maybe save it.
Sarge, you get no argument from me on that. My question is, who are they going to put in her place?
I don't know. That's up to Fulton County. I don't run Fulton County. I guess they got prosecutors there who aren't tainted by prosecutorial malfeasance and ethics. They could put in there to bring a stupid case if they wish to. At least the prosecutor wouldn't have the taint.
Okay, sorry.
I mean, why is this so hard to understand?
It's not hard to understand.
I mean, look, you and I both know. Look, as I have readily conceded to, there is corruption in the political and judicial system. There's no doubt about it. I've seen it as a police officer. But when it's discovered and it's this blatant, then the judicial system is obligated to do something about it. It's not one of these little things under the table and getting away with. We can see it right in front of us. I know there's corruption. I know they get away with all kind of crap. I hate it. But you know what? When they discover it, you're supposed to do something about it. That's like, oh, well, you know, boys will be boys. You know, women will be women.
Okay, Sarge. Speaking of prosecuting stuff, what is up with your boy Alvin Bragg up in New York, who refused to prosecute Daniel Penny, but went out of his way to prosecute Jonathan Majors?
Yeah, what about that one? Gee. In other words, the guy pushed his wife away from him. She apparently got an injury to her finger, and now Alvin Bragg is prosecuting.
He wasn't married to that Becky.
What do you think about that?
He wasn't married to that Becky. That was his girlfriend.
Yeah, I know. That was his girlfriend, right? You're right. Correct. I stand corrected. His girlfriend.
And that was after she attacked him. That was after she attacked him, Sarge. She attacked him.
Duh.
He was defending himself against her, but yet he's the one that gets tried.
Do not get a fair shake in
No.
the family courts. We
No,
know
we
that.
don't. We don't.
No. And then on top of it too, sorry, that's why Gloria Steinem was full of shit when she came with that woman's lib bullshit and tried to bring it to black women, and that was the precursor of breaking up the black family unit, okay? Because if she went and applied for welfare, they will put the man out of the house. You see what I mean? So then what happens is, Sarge, as you know, is that black boys start coming up without male figures, okay? So this is why you got a lot of these dudes going out here wearing skinny jeans and all this other type of shit, woman headbands,
wearing dresses,
things of that nature right there, glorifying going to the penitentiary, Sarge, as you know. Now, to me, one of the biggest insults to womanhood is some dude to go shove some damn ketchup up his ass and talk about he's having a menstruational cycle. Okay, now that is an insult.
Frozen tomato sticks. They stick the frozen tomato sticks up in there, and then when they start to melt, see I'm having. Yeah.
Okay, now, Sarge, you and I both know that is one confused
individual
right there, okay? And there's no way in hell I'm going to sit up there and call some dog-faced Joe with a 5 o'clock shadow worse than mine right now. Oh, by the way, I got to put my coffee on. Okay, right now, and then I'm going to call this fool a woman, man. It ain't happening. Okay, that is an insult to womanhood, just like the raping, slave-trading pedophile. And James Madison was one of them too, so you should have got on the other show when we had the professor on here.
Yeah.
Now, didn't the professor lay down, Brother Jay, about how James Madison
was fucking his sister?
Okay. Yeah, according to the professor. Yeah, I really wish Sarge would have been on there. And then too, Sarge, by the way, if you ever come across inclusion or illusion or whoever what that dude is, man, Sarge, he got owned real bad by the professor, man. It was like Ali, man, and Brian London. You know what I'm saying? And you know, so inclusion, he got inside, he got beside himself, and of course we had to ask him to exit our studio. Now, Sarge, now there's supposed to be a moderator that I want to bring to your attention that Joe Gibson, you know, had said that they want you and I to debate. And Joe was on last night, and I called Joe up and I told him, man, that it was a setup, which it was. Okay, and then on top of the two stars, they would have to pay you and I. And now the reason why you and I would have to be paid is because you got a lot of knowledge, and what I got to do, Sarge, is go through these volumes of books right here to debate you. Now, one thing, Sarge, about this. Now, Sarge, all of us have shot alley crabs, right? Oh, money ain't good money, like they say in the game
of dominoes.
You see what I'm saying? Now, Sarge, if you and I were to do this, okay, I want to need about a week, man, is because you're very well read. I got all these books right here. I have to go through, take notes, things of that nature right there. So I pretty much had told Joe it's not going to happen.
Right.
And then to Sarge, when the professor was on Tuesday night, Sarge, poor illusion, inclusion, or whatever his name is, got to screaming and yelling at me, man, and got to a bunch of name calling. Sarge, and you know how I get out, Sarge, you know what I'm saying, you know. And, you know, he doesn't have tenure with this platform to do that. Now, you, Sarge, you and I have been doing this here, what is it now, 5 years, I think, Sarge?
Yeah, and by the way, no matter how heated it gets, I've never heard either you or me call each other names.
No.
We get heated, yeah, we will call each other names.
And you,
Never.
right, yeah, you
Not once.
Sarge. Yeah, so, yeah, no, sir, okay, you and I, Sarge, would disagree agreeably.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you kind of
Heatedly,
all around in that, Sarge.
Heatedly, I mean, with great passion and verve. We don't name call, there's no point in that.
No, exactly. You see, so therefore, man, you might want to school inclusion or illusion, whatever his name is. And we feel bad for inclusion because, didn't we, Brother Chuck?
Yep.
Didn't I have to what we had to do, Sarge, we had to quote the words of Eddie Futch, man, to Joe Frazier in Manila. Inclusion, sit down, son. It's over.
It's over.
Okay. Is because he got to yelling at the professor, and one thing about the professor held his own. The professor is the nicest, most intelligent guy going. But when it comes to some street language, Sarge, you know what I'm saying? Oh, the professor can get down. You see what I'm saying? He got down.
Well,
so therefore, Madison, man, got some issues. Yeah, go ahead, Sarge.
Now, look, I'm not aware of any of these allegations that came in. I mean, look, obviously, I was not with James Madison for every second and minute of his life. I don't know what he might have been doing out of the public view. So I'm not about to speculate on whether he did or not. I know this much. I looked thoroughly into the charges against Thomas Jefferson. Even the people who accused him of fathering Sally Hemings' children had to withdraw that to claim that the DNA evidence proves that he did, because it did not. It did not. It did not eliminate the possibility that he was, but more likely than not, it pointed to his brother Randolph as being the father of Sally Hemings' children. But they had to withdraw the fact that it conclusively proved that he was the father of Sally Hemings. Because now, if that doesn't mean he wasn't, it means the DNA evidence didn't do it.
He wasn't the father of Sally Hemings. He was the father of her children.
And not say things like the DNA proved that he was the father.
What DNA? What DNA? What DNA test did they do in 18 whatever? Fuck.
They took a DNA test of Thomas Jefferson, the Jefferson clan, the people, American black people who are known to be descendants of persons who are in the Jefferson clan. The mitochondrial DNA showed that they were cousins. The black Americans were cousins with the Jefferson family line. The Jefferson family has accepted those people as being part of the Jefferson clan. But the claim that
so they're part of the clan. They're part of the Jefferson clan.
Proven by the DNA analysis.
But Jefferson didn't rape Sally Hemings. Did he rape any of his slaves, Sarge, and have babies by him?
I don't know. He might have. I don't know.
Okay, but Sarge.
But you guys say things could quit. Well, everybody knows that he did. I'm sorry, that's not good enough for me. It's like saying everybody knows that Donald Trump raped Eugene Carroll. That's not good enough for me.
No, Sarge. That is not the same thing.
Okay, now let's look at the case of Bill Cosby there, Sarge. Have you looked at them broads, man, that falsely accused Bill Cosby of rape?
I looked at all of it. None of it. I looked at all of it. I was a miscarriage of justice against Bill Cosby.
Oh, shit, we agree on something.
But the thing is about Bill Cosby is that he is so fabulously wealthy, man. If he had wanted to give him some prostitutes, that is, if Camille didn't whoop his ass, okay, all he had to do is get in his limousine, Sarge, go down Ventura Boulevard, man, and he could have had the pick of the litter. The same thing with the Sunset Strip, okay? But you got to be careful with the Sunset Strip because they have the LGBT, the city administration and what have you. You know, you might be
ask Eddie Murphy about that one. Ask Eddie Murphy about that.
Yeah. Look, Sarge, I've been up on the Sunset Strip. Now, in the 70s, man, when Donna Summer had a record called Sunset People, right? And she made an album called Bad Girls, okay? There were wall-to-wall ladies of the evening, but with that being Hollywood, man, like San Francisco, man, better check the plumbing work if you're going to do such a thing. But, however, I don't advocate no man to go out here and have to pay for sexual relations when you simply got to do is talk up on it, okay? But the fact of the matter is, Sarge, okay, Thomas Jefferson was a raping, slave trading pedophile.
Facts.
All those slave owners were raping, slave trading pedophiles, okay? Now, also too, Sarge, you had made the statement in regard to yourself that I kind of like disagree with, but Sarge, you're Sarge, you know, you've been contributing to this platform, man, so, you know, I give you your props, okay? Now, rape is an act wrong within itself, but on Black Friday, Sarge, where they would take 13, 14-year-old black girls and put them up there on an auction block to be sold, quote unquote, as breeders. You see what I'm saying? These are acts wrong within itself. Now, like I tried to tell Biaki, you didn't want to hear it. Okay, I could care less because I know my facts. Okay?
He never wants to hear it.
On the continent, when the European Sarge was crawling on all fours, eating raw meat, we were performing brain surgery. We were developing the concept of navigation. We have navigated the globe. Now, the sources of this information right here is Brother Che, Sister Akshita. You're familiar with Akshita. You see, Joe Gibson, he crowds my chat room with diatribes because, see, Joe Gibson, he gets his information from Eurocentric sources. We get our sources of information, Sarge, from Afrocentric sources.
Oh, I see you on the chat, Sarge.
Okay. And then also, too, Sarge, somebody was telling me about the Moors, you know, going through Spain and all of that type of stuff. Okay, now, with the continent of Africa having all...
Wait a minute, so let me understand this now. Let me understand now. Eurocentric sources can be challenged all the time. But
all sources can be challenged, Sarge. No, Sarge. No. All sources are subject to challenge, whether they're Eurocentric or Afrocentric.
Then with that in mind, go ahead and continue, Shabaka. With that in mind, every source is subject to impeachment. Then proceed. Okay,
hold on, Sarge. Now, getting to Mama Africa, and you're old enough to know who Mama Africa is. Okay? She sings at the African Sunset on the opening of our podcast, you know, Sister Miriam McKenna.
Yeah,
she did a clip. Yes, sir. Okay. Okay, with 3 of that she spoke. Plus, she spoke French and English as well too.
Kosa, Bantu.
She had stated, I'm paraphrasing her. Okay, I'm paraphrasing her. She says that in Africa, our traditions and knowledge and history are passed down from generation to generation orally. Okay, they call it griots. Okay, but the thing is, since history is written in the eyes of the
it's not an insufficient method, Sarge.
Human memory is subject to failing, you know.
Sarge.
Okay, no, hold on, Sarge. No, the thing about the griot, Sarge. The thing about the griot.
The printed word is constant.
Sarge, no. The printed word is not constant. No, Sarge. No. The written word, no, Sarge.
I said it is constant.
Sarge.
Memory is subject to failure due to biological circumstances.
Okay, that part is true, Sarge. However, Sarge.
It means it's constant. It doesn't change.
Sarge.
Okay, but
it can be rewritten though, Sarge. Stuff can be added and omitted, Sarge.
He starts at a very, very young age, Sarge. He starts at a very young age, okay? And what happens is when he comes down to give the history, this individual will sit there for about 3 days, 72 hours straight, without taking a break, relating the history. And what the griot tells you is, hey, I'm getting ready to sit down here and do the history, so get your notepads, get your tape recorders, by any means necessary that you need about what I'm about to retain, that I'm going to tell you. And he would not repeat himself not one time. Now, Sister Mary McKeever says is that the colonizer comes there, okay, because they came, they conquered, and then, of course, history is written in the eyes of the conqueror, okay? But we translate our history orally from generation to generation. And then it's very interesting that the white man would come up there and says, well, you did not exist until we
discovered
that you exist. So we came and conquered, and poof, now you exist. Which is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
Okay, now Shabaka, let me ask you a question, Shabaka. Shabaka, now I know you're an Egyptophile. You are very endeared of the ancient Egyptian civilization.
Comedic, Sarge. Comedic.
Wait a minute now. All those Egyptian hieroglyphics, in those ancient tombs that were awaiting translation, which could not be translated until Napoleon bought the Rosetta Stone back in Egypt, and then they were able to decipher them.
It took them 300 years to do it.
They provide a snapshot of what the people back then were writing. They are the same today as they were when they were written. They are not subject to the ravages of biology, senility, insanity, or any of the things that every human being is subject to. So, I mean, you're looking at an African civilization that had a written language that wrote it down, so these things would be constant for infinite generations to come if they discovered them. They didn't need a griot.
Sarge, they wrote it on the walls of chemists.
No, griot. No, Sarge, griot.
A griot. I think it's pronounced griot. I think it's pronounced griot.
No, you're thinking of that stupid-ass Byron Allen platform, the griot. No, it was the griot.
Yeah.
All right, well, whatever it is, I think writing it down is more efficient. That's why we don't have griots for court transcripts. That's why we write it down as it happens. We don't rely on griots.
Sarge, these kangaroo courts, man, come on, man.
Now, you just said there's corruption. Sarge, now you just said that there was corruption within the judicial system.
Is a more efficient way
of
transmitting what was said
when it can be added and omitted, when it can be rewritten.
But Mama Africa has stated is that the history is written in the eyes of the conqueror. Just like when these no good, dirty, bastard ass Europeans came here, what did they start doing, man? They start giving indigenous people blankets with smallpox all the way there, Sarge. You know,
and since that is true, Shabaka, since that is true, I suppose that a griot cannot be importuned to illegitimately alter the course of events. That's just not possible either, right?
No,
it's not possible.
What reasoning? Okay, Sarge. Yeah, let's tell the truth. So what reasoning would he have to do that, Sarge? What would be the purpose of that? No. Answer the question, Sarge. No. Answer the question.
About an event, when you write it down, that is a record of the lie you are telling them.
Sarge, you said that it would be
true, Sarge. You have to look at something.
Well, if it's a lie.
The European.
Well, everything the European has written down is not true.
Legends, no culture ever has legends and myths, right?
The Caucasoid does. Yes, they do. You forgot about Ramus and Remus. Are you serious? You forgot about the Odysseys.
I really am.
You forgot about the Odyssey. You forgot about Homer. You forgot about all them Greeks. What happened to the Greeks? What happened to the Greek guys, Sarge?
Is that what you're telling me?
Sarge.
That's mythology, Sarge.
There are no legends.
Sarge, those are legends. That's mythology.
Okay, Sarge. You have to understand, African women gave the world the concept of feminine hygiene. Lord knows only who was
now you're changing the subject.
Bras, man.
Hold on, Sarge. I want you to answer my question. Sarge, no. Sarge, no. Sarge, I had a question. I'm still waiting on the answer. What purpose?
Ethiopia that gave the world feminine hygiene, Sarge. When you look at the women of Ethiopia, Sarge, like I've had, when you go to the city of Oakland, they have a large Ethiopian population there. The women are hypnotically beautiful. Yep. Okay. Bras like Stormy Daniels, man, are unworthy to carry. They use tampons. Oh, God. You can sit on a dime in a minute. I swear to God.
Sarge.
All right, man, look.
All right. No, Sarge. I need you to answer my question, Sarge.
The Romans had hot water baths.
No, they didn't, Sarge. They only had that after. No, Sarge. Sarge, they didn't even believe in bathing. How they have hot water baths and they didn't even believe in bathing, Sarge? It was Sarge. No. Sarge. It was immoral for them to bathe. Right. The electricity came from Kemet. The lighting of the streets came from Kemet.
So let's say they were late to the game then. That means
they were late to the game.
Hey, tell me something. When did Africans ever discover aerodynamics?
Aerodynamics, Sarge. Stop it, Sarge. Go ahead, Shabaka.
But Sarge, check out
Sarge, no. That was a small percentage of Africans, Sarge.
So, a lot of cultures are late to the game in discovering things. The key thing
Sarge,
is that they
why?
Them
okay, so Sarge,
Sarge,
hold on. You brought up the mud huts, right? So why are there people in Europe? Why is there a tribe in Europe called the Sambi tribe? And they live that hunter-gatherer experience. They live that same hunter-gatherer experience. But they're not primitive. But when African people live that same hunter-gatherer experience as the Sambi tribe in Scandinavia, they're not considered civilized.
Europeans went something called
Sarge. Europeans were living in barns. Europeans were living in barns, Sarge. They didn't have no castles. They didn't have no cathedrals. They didn't have none of that stuff until the Moors civilized them savages for 800 years, from 711 AD to 1491.
The Moors were stopped by Charles Martel in the 8th century. Charles Martel.
How were they stopped in the 8th century, Sarge? How How?
They didn't learn it.
They were stopped where, Sarge? Because the Moors went all up into Europe. So where were they stopped?
Well, I guess you're not going to listen to what I just
No, I'm listening. I'm trying to get an answer to my question.
The Battle of Tours in the 8th century.
Sarge, why was it called the Dark Ages?
Steel, shields, and armor.
Sarge, why was it called the Dark Ages?
From the Moors.
Sarge, why was it called the Dark Ages?
Hannibal, man, when he took them elephants up through there, man, he shut down the Roman Empire because Hannibal, who was from Carthage, he went there and he told his generals, he says, look, gentlemen, we're getting ready to shut down Caesar. Not Julius, I think it was the other fuck boy, Octavius, I think. Okay.
Or Augustus.
And he says, hey, man, we're going through the Swiss Alps. We're going on elephants. And Hannibal's general says, well, General, we don't see how this is going to happen. You know, the general told him, he says, look, man, mount up on the elephants. Watch. So therefore, he came through there, man. And then, you know, them weird individuals up there in Rome, man, and Hannibal went there and shut them down, man, and established New Carthage. Sarge, we are not. We are the innovators, man, of all the sciences. You see what I'm saying? Like
Hannibal was a Carthaginian.
Hannibal was the greatest military general that has ever walked the planet.
Hannibal Hamilcar Barca was not a sub-Saharan Negroid African.
Oh my God, he was from Mali, Sarge. Sarge, he was from Mali.
Sarge.
What do you mean it's semantics?
It is not semantics. He was from the Songhai Empire, Sarge.
Sarge. Negro is Spanish for black. You understand?
Right.
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 I don't want you to play games. You know what kind of person I'm talking about. I'm talking about a person from one of the three anthropological groups of human beings: Mongoloid, Negroid, and Caucasoid. Okay? And
so which one was he? So which one was he? Which one was he, Sarge?
Not a Negroid.
Well,
African. Now all of a sudden,
oh my God! So what was he then, Sarge? So Sarge, so if he wasn't a Negroid, then he was a Caucasoid. Are you trying to say he was a Caucasoid? He was from the Caucasus Mountains?
Yes. All the evidence indicates that.
No, it doesn't, Sarge. It does not. He didn't even have the phenotype of a Caucasoid. Hold on. No, Sarge. He didn't even have all the evidence indicates that he was a Negroid, Sarge. He had the phenotype of a Negroid. He had the lineage of a Negroid. He did not come from the Caucasus Mountains. Yes. They have coins. They have coins, Sarge, that have his face on them.
You have to get, Sarge, you have to get with Ashwat.
Now, if you look at the coin from the period, he doesn't look like that. The coinage issued from that period, his profile on the coins don't look like that.
Yes, they do. He has wide nose, woolly hair, big lips.
That's like saying Cleopatra was.
She was.
She was.
She was half Ptolemy Greek. She was half. She was biracial. She's what we would consider. She's what we would consider a mulatto, Sarge. Are mulattoes? Sarge, are mulattoes? Yeah, which one are you talking about, Sarge?
She was a colony.
Which one? Which one, Sarge? Which Cleopatra though?
Yeah, because it was 8 of them, Sarge. Okay, the one you're talking about, the one that Liz Taylor played in that raggedy ass cesspool called Hollywood, that there was Cleo the 7th. You had Cleo the 1st, you had Cleo the 2nd, you had Cleo the 3rd. Okay, now where's your man Chianti at, man? You know, full of his self-hatred. You see, Sarge, this isn't hatred, man. This is black hatred.
So wait a minute. So you're saying that wait a minute. So wait a minute. So you're saying that anyone who questions the thesis that Cleopatra the 7th was a black.
Oh, the 7th. Okay, now we're getting specific. The 7th. So what was the first? What was the second? What was the third? What was the fourth? What was the fifth?
So then, wait a minute now. So now you're asking me to provide a basis for your belief.
We're asking you what Cleopatra you were talking about. You said the seventh.
No. Look, you're making the assertion that the most famous of them was a sub-Saharan black woman, clearly identifiable.
Which one? There was 8 of them.
So if you're telling
there was 8 of them, Sarge.
Information, then I would like you to give me your evidence of it.
Sarge, there was 8 Cleopatras. Okay, so again, which one are you talking about?
I'm waiting for your evidence.
Next, you'll say Nefertiti was Caucasoid, and that bust that lion-ass archaeologist said that he found has been proven to be a fake. So, Sarge, in order for you to be quote-unquote Negroid, you have to be from sub-Saharan Africa. You can't be from what is now Morocco. You can't be from what is now Mali. You can't be from what is now Mauritania. You can't be from. Hold on, Sarge.
Nilotic people of Ethiopia are considered to be Negroid. They're not from sub-Saharan Africa.
They don't even consider themselves Negroid. They don't even consider themselves Negroid, though.
Are you saying that maybe she was Nilotic?
I'm saying she was not Caucasoid.
Here's the crux of it, Sarge. Here's the crux of it, Sarge, is this. Okay, like I told Bianchi. Okay, like we told Joe Gibson. Like Professor George G.M. says, man. Okay, stolen
legacy. Yes.
Eurocentric sources.
I got that book too.
Eurocentric sources, Sarge. Okay.
I got one. I got two. I'm looking at him right now. I got The Destruction of Black Civilization by Chancellor Williams. And I got the African Origin of Civilization by Sheikh
Anta Diop.
Wait a minute. I don't see anything in those books that contradict anything I have said.
What? Sheikh Anta Diop is the one that proved that the ancient Kemites were black. What are you talking about, Sarge? If you have the book, then you should already know. We should even be having this discussion if you have the book, Sarge. Because he clearly shows in the book who the true...
Okay, Sarge.
Go ahead, Shabaka.
When it comes to these Caucasoids, Sarge, okay, I pay very, very little regard to them because they're full of shit, okay? Like the dumb.
As in human shit, and we want to make that perfectly clear.
It's not illegal if the president does it. And Biden, man.
And you are a crook, the dump.
But see, the one thing, Sarge, about the dump, as in human shit, he states how he honestly feels. Now, there's an old saying from South Central Los Angeles.
Never apologize for how you honestly feel.
Apologize for how you honestly feel. You see? And Sarge, and I love debating with you, Sarge, I really do. You know, you kind of like the Joe Frazier to Ali to me. And I'm not comparing myself to the greatest none whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? But when I listen and hear this asinine prepackaged bullshit, man, it's an insult to my intelligence. Right. You see, Sarge, and that makes me...
Look, all I'm asking is for the evidence of your thesis.
We just cited. Oh my God. Okay, Dr. Ben. Dr. Ben Yakinen, History of the Nile Civil. Okay, listen. All the books by Dr. Ben Yakinen, all the books by Dr. John Henry Clark, all the books by Sheikh Anta Diop.
Glad you brought up Dr. John Henry Clark. Yes. Yeah, and also too, Sarge, check to my alpha by Marimba ID, who was John Henry Clark. John Henry Clark was heavy. You know what I'm saying? It's because the quote, Dr. John Henry Clark, and I am not comparing myself to that great man.
Right.
He says, man, I only debate with my equals.
All others I teach.
And Sarge, and you are not stupid. You're highly intelligent, Sarge. You keep me on my toes. You see what I mean? The fact of the matter is, Sarge, black people are hated around the world. And the reason why we are so hated, Sarge, by these Caucasoids is because they cannot be us.
Right.
Now ask yourself this question. Sarge. Why do all these Caucasoids want to have sex with black people?
Ooh.
I can't hear you, Sarge.
Now that's not hard to figure out. Come on. With human nature being what it is, throughout history, human beings of different races have found themselves sexually attracted to each other. There's nothing about that whatsoever that's mysterious. Please.
Okay, Sarge. I'm only attracted to women of African descent.
Well, that's you. There are billions of people. There are millions of people who are otherwise.
Sarge. Okay.
Millions. Black and white and Asian.
Okay, but Sarge. Hold on, Sarge. Riddle me this. Okay, to quote the words of the former heavyweight champion Muhammad Ali when he was in Zaire. No, we are not brothers. Brothers don't take their brothers and put them on trees and cut off their private parts and put it in their mouths. What's up with that, Sarge?
No, not changing the subject, Sarge.
You were just asking a question of why people are sexually attracted. Then you jump immediately to some sort of atrocity. The reason people are sexually attracted to each other is the same reason that you regularly point out, those French troops that went into the Rhineland who attracted all them German women, just like all those Germans who were colonizing Namibia and
Matumbo.
Tanzania. They were attracted to the African women they found there. This is what human beings do.
Matumba.
Sarge, I beg to differ with you, my man. You know what I'm saying? I beg to differ with you. Okay, because when you look at the motion for the Mandingo, you said it yourself.
Remember when we did the Mandingo show, Sarge?
Okay, but Sarge, Sarge, when we did
you talk about all the time about those colonial troops. Wait a minute, you talk about all the time about those French colonial troops went into the Rhineland and was one of Hitler's pet peeves. When French put those colonial troops to guard the Tsar in the Rhineland, and they wound up intermixing with German women, and they produced the Rhineland bastard, and Hitler made a big deal out of that, Mein Kampf and everything else. By the same
Sorry, speaking of mixer,
colonizers went over
I'm glad you brought
German
mixer up.
In Cameroon. They missegregated with the African women for the simple reason that human beings are sexually attracted to each other, even when they're from.
Does that apply to the Greeks and the Romans? Sarge, does that apply to the Greeks and the Romans?
So now we can revisit something you said earlier that I didn't get a chance to respond to. About you said earlier that Bill Cosby could have had any woman he wanted by just getting in his limousine, going on Hollywood Boulevard, and picking up any woman he wanted to pick up. Okay, wait, let me So now you're telling me, now you're about to tell me that the German colonizers in Cameroon, it was just an expression of rape. They weren't really sexually attracted after women. They just felt like exercising power and raping them. But Bill Cosby, he couldn't have been doing rape for that same purpose. See how inconsistent you are?
No, Sarge.
Sarge, let me give you a few facts. Okay. Number one, Bill Cosby was fabulously wealthy. Number two, Bill Cosby.
Yeah, but some people rape just with a power trip.
Yeah, like Caucasoids.
Some people rape because it is.
That's what Caucasoids do.
That's Eurocentric shit,
Sarge. Who runs the prison, Sarge? Sarge, who runs the prison? Sarge, who runs the prison? Who owns the prison?
Sarge, no. Sarge, no.
Well, you told me it's all about sex. Rape is really a sexual expression of lust.
Sarge.
Okay, Sarge. Okay.
That's what you just said. That's what you just said.
Sarge.
There's no other reason for rape.
No, there's reason for rape, Sarge. If you want to create a class of people, if you want to create lancados or mestizos or mulattoes.
Just a minute, wait a minute. The reason we're on this conversation, we're talking about what motivates people to be sexually involved with other people in whatever manner that is.
No, sir.
And now
That was not, no, that was not, no, Sarge. Sarge, that was not the topic. Oh my God. Oh my God, Sarge.
I mean, what is it with you? What do you actually believe?
What is it with you?
Have you seen pictures of them broads that are falsely accusing Bill Cosby of rape, man? Have you seen photographs of them broads, man?
Once again, you're not responding my point. You're not responding my point. You will not consider anything other than Bill Cosby had the money to get any woman that he wanted, so therefore he could not have committed rape because he simply.
Sarge, you said it was a miscarriage of justice, right?
You're ignoring possibilities.
Sarge, you're ignoring that you said that was a miscarriage of justice.
Dominance and power. You will not apparently even consider that.
Whoa, Sarge. Hold it, Sarge. I got you in a contradiction, Sarge.
Yep.
got you in a contradiction. So therefore, when those raping, slave trading pedophiles did that to 13 and 14-year-old black girls on the plantation, that was normalcy, Sarge. I didn't hear you, Sarge.
I didn't say that. I said, now you just gave me a classical demonstration of power dominance through sexual domination.
Yeah, how about the buck breaking that went on the plantations?
No,
I also believe on the plantation, Sarge. And I'm supposed to sit up here. Go ahead.
Wait a minute, Shabaka. You yourself readily provide a secondary reason other than the dominance and the power trip. You yourself, when them white men saw them luscious eyes and them big titties, they couldn't help it. They had to get them. You say that?
Yeah, because they were tired of the missed 6 o'clocks. They were tired of the missed 6 o'clocks that they had in Europe that didn't bathe, that didn't practice feminine hygiene. And these are the same people that said you're not a man until you have sex with a man. These are the same people that said that the best sex was with another man. These are the same people that said that sick shit.
Yeah, when they saw them brown asses and them big titties, boy, you know that.
I never said those words.
You say that stuff.
No, my words of describing a black woman is that
you're definitely.
She is voluptuous. They got a place, Sarge, in Hollywood called Breakfast to Hollywood, where all the white women go down there and get artificial asses, boob jobs, you know, those plastic surgeons over there in Beverly Hills. You see what I'm saying, Sarge? See, this all-inclusive shit, Sarge.
So, in other words, they're enhancing. You're proving what I say. So, in other words, they're enhancing themselves for the purposes of sexual attraction. And
from who, though? For the purposes of sexual attraction from who, though? Why are they doing that, Sarge? For who? Are they doing that for white men? Or are they doing that for us?
And then after 4 or 5 years of that shit, man, they looking like damn Donald Trump.
So in other words, they are doing exactly what you say and I say. So in other words, they're doing what you and I just got. This is getting confusing now. You're saying they're going to pay thousands of dollars to have themselves sexually enhanced for what? The purpose of sexual attraction.
From who, though? But who are they trying to attract, Sarge? Hold on, Sarge. Who are they trying to attract? Sarge.
That couldn't have any impression on them whatsoever.
Sarge, who are they trying to attract, Sarge? With that enhancement? No. It's a simple answer, Sarge.
Okay, Sarge, we know they. But Sarge, We know we got the heat on you, son. Just like the heavyweight champion said, man, before he
It is heat. Sarge.
I'm counterpunching.
You're counterpunching, but they're missing.
But your eyes messed up, Sarge. Any questions about to say to you, sit down, son. It's over when I tell you this. Like the heavyweight champion. No. We are not brothers. Because brothers don't take brothers and go out there and hang them on trees and castrate them. And then on top of it, they used to have these picnics, man. When they used to have these picnics, okay? Yep. And what does the term picnic mean? It means
pick a nigga
religion. And then they'll lynch them. They'll sit down and eat after witnessing such an atrocity.
And they'll take souvenirs.
And then they'll set them on fire.
And then they'll take pieces of them and take them home as souvenirs.
Gossip Boston and love motherfuckers like Trump, man, who do such atrocities against us, Sarge. Come on, and we're supposed to sit up here and love.
But that still doesn't answer my question, though, Sarge. Who are they getting these enhancements for? Who are they trying to attract, Sarge?
About him shortly before his assassination, he led our people into a burning house with integration. You can get Joe Gibson, you can go get that house nigga Bianchi, man, or you can go get any one of these dumb bastards out there, man, and I will sit there and I will debate with them. Don't let me call up the professor. Hey, Jay, should we get the professor on? Sorry.
Shabaka. Fact alert. All right, Shabaka.
No, hold on. No, before you ask that. No, Sarge. No, I had a question before that, Sarge. And I'm still waiting on the answer.
Shabaka, when you told me to submit this word, that the word picnic originated in the manner you just said it did, when you told me this a couple months ago,
that ain't no myth, man.
Let me finish going. I'm gonna get to the point. You know me, I'm very succinct. Let me get to my point.
Okay.
All right, now look. When you told me this, I said, well, maybe it did. So I decided to look up the etymology of the word picnic. And you know what I discovered?
What did you discover?
I found its origin is from a French word called pique-nique. And it means that a social event where all the guests contribute to the total food that is made there. That is the origin of the word picnic, not what you said.
Sarge, in America, the origin of picnic is pick a nigga. Not France. We're not talking about France.
Exactly.
We're talking about here in America.
It is, because it's convenient for your narrative.
No, Sarge. We're talking about here in America.
I don't believe it is.
And they were raping, slave trading pedophiles as well. Actually, they were one of the most brutal slave owners.
The type of lynching that you are referring to did not become widespread until the late 19th and 20th century.
Really, Sarge? No. That's a lie, Sarge. That's a lie, Sarge. They were no, Sarge. That's a lie, Sarge. Sarge, that's a lie. And you know why that's a lie? Because they was lynching their own women in Europe.
Hey, wasn't nobody out there letting us look back then? Wasn't no slave masters letting people lynch their property without a proper proceeding, which they decided to get rid of the slave. When you talk about the lynching, it was somebody they would bust into jail to get out, or somebody they would accuse of in a town of some crime, or actually committed a crime, and they would kidnap him and then lynch him. He wasn't owned by anybody, and he wasn't anybody's property. Wasn't no slave master going to let a bunch of folks get up there and hang their property up and destroy it.
Sarge, have you seen Goodbye, Uncle Tom? Sarge.
We were talking about Mandingo, Sarge.
Slavery was over by 1865.
On paper, Sarge. On paper. On paper. On paper, Sarge.
That wasn't a public. Wait a minute. You were talking about the public lynchings that could be called a picnicity, where a bunch of people get together and celebrate the murder of a black man.
That happened during Reconstruction, Sarge.
Yes. Mandingo was a private murder. It wasn't a whole lot
Sarge, they were doing that during chattel slavery too, Sarge. They were lynching people. They were lynching black people during chattel slavery. They were lynching black people during Reconstruction. They were lynching black people during Jim Crow. See, what you're talking about, Sarge, is Jim Crow. We're talking about prior to Jim Crow. They were lynching black people.
Yeah, they didn't do that kind of thing back then.
There's documented cases of them doing it, though. How can you say they didn't do that kind of thing back then? And there's literally documented cases of them lynching black people. That's Jim Crow.
That was another example of a lynching.
That's Jim Crow, though.
Well, you know how many people were involved in that situation? There were 2 black people and 3 white men. So 5 people were involved in that murder.
No, Sarge. There was 2 black men. Hold on, Sarge. No. There was 2 black men involved. There was 2 white men involved, and there was that raggedy bitch, Carolyn Dunham. That's 5 people. That's 5 people, Sarge.
Oh, she wasn't there when he murdered, killed.
Sarge, she's the one that said he whistled at her. She went and told her husband and her brother that he had made sexual advances at her, and she felt uncomfortable, and they need to do something about it. So they went ahead and rounded him up, tied him to the goddamn propeller of the damn boat, and throw him in the water and watch him drown. You don't have us cornered, Sarge. You're thinking of Jim Crow.
Now we got you in the corner, Sarge.
So you said there was no such thing as a picnic. So, Sarge, so they weren't advertising.
Mamie Till had wanted the world to see the brutality of the white man, what they did to her son.
Yep, in Money, Mississippi. Sorry.
Okay, no, but
no, you just said that the picnic. Let's get back to the picnic, Sarge.
Murder was not a public event that's associated with the kind of lynching.
How is it not a public event, Sarge? It was a public event. Sarge, they would announce it after church. Okay, Sarge, this is how the picnic went. Hold on, Shabaka. Let me break this down to Sarge. So the picnic went like this, Sarge. They would literally advertise after Sunday morning church. There'll be a lynching of the Negro. They would sell tickets. They would put the suspected white supremacists on trains to the site. They would tell them to bring their picnic baskets, Sarge.
Right.
So yeah, it was a public spectacle. It was a public event.
On June 26, 1919. That was the kind of public spectacle that you are referring to.
Sarge, it was happening prior to 1919.
They had been announcing it in the newspapers and in the public.
That's what I'm saying. Yes, Sarge, yes. That is true. Yes.
He said there wasn't anything he could do about it.
Then that's a damn lie. He could have done something about it. Sarge, you're thinking of Jim Crow. All that 1990. Sarge. No, Sarge. You're telling us the selective history.
Do you know what happened in Ellisville, Mississippi on June 26, 1919? Because I'll tell you.
A lynching, Sarge.
Okay, here's what happened. 10,000 white people gathered in a field just outside Ellisville. A young man named John Hartfield was hoisted up to the branch of a big-ass gum tree. He had vendors who sold flags, trinkets, and souvenir photographs. Local politicians delivered speeches. There was a crowd who came there to look at Hartfield get lynched.
Mm-hmm.
And it was well publicized before the lynching.
Yes.
It was widely announced to the community.
That's what I just said, Sarge. We're literally saying the same thing, Sarge.
Asked to intervene before the lynching. On the day of the killing, he made a public statement that he was utterly powerless to prevent it.
How is he utterly powerless to prevent it?
That is, that is the kind of thing you're referring to, and I am referring to, not the private affair when Drum got killed or when Emmett Till was killed.
Sarge,
they were private.
the point we're making. No. You're trying to restrict it to Jim Crow. Sarge, you're trying to restrict it to Jim Crow. It wasn't just during the Jim Crow era that lynchings were going on.
I was talking about, but y'all trying to focus on the word picnic. And you guys have a bogus meaning.
It's not bogus. There's nothing bogus about it, Sarge.
In the 19th and 20th century.
Sarge.
No.
It's a French word that goes back to the 17th century.
Okay, but Sarge, fuck the French, is because those were raping, slave trading, cut up.
Sarge, so they wasn't lynching black people in New Orleans, Sarge.
Oh, God, it's so hard to get you stick on a
Sarge, it's so hard for you to answer a question. I'm still waiting on the answer to the question I asked you earlier.
Ask me the question.
Sarge, so there was no lynchings going on in French-controlled Louisiana, New Orleans prior to 1919. Yes or no?
Wait, what was the question again?
Out of Chicago in 1919.
I didn't hear the question. Give me that question again. What's the question?
Okay, so you keep bringing up the French, Sarge. You keep saying that the etymology of picnic comes from the French. So the French had controlled New Orleans, correct, Sarge?
Yeah.
Yes, Napoleon Bonaparte sold it in the Louisiana Purchase. Yeah.
So prior to 1919, there was no lynchings in the South, specifically in Louisiana and New Orleans. Yes or no?
There was certainly lynching because the word lynch came from an event that happened about that time. And it was a white man by
Okay, now what about Ida B. Wells, who used to record the lynching, Sarge? Ida B. Wells used to write a publication.
Okay. He was an honorary Caucasian. No, he was an honorary Caucasian. Okay. No. He was not no Anglo-Saxon. Okay. They didn't lynch no Anglo-Saxon. He was Italian at best.
Right.
They did not. No.
Lynchings were common back then.
Oh, now they were common. Now they were common.
Yeah, lynchings were common practice.
Okay, Sarge, but Sarge, we don't worry about boss. See, like Malcolm said, the day of boss.
But you just said that prior to 1919, there was no lynchings.
Damn about boss, Sarge. No, Sarge, there's a black man. Okay, as a black man. Okay, you said you've never been to Los Angeles, and I doubt it seriously, man, if you ever read the book Chief by that social and psychopath by the name of Daryl Gates. May he rest in peace.
Right.
Okay. William Major Parker, Sarge, okay, used to recruit his LAPD officers, man, from the South. Okay.
Yep.
Also, too, Sarge, I don't know if you ever been through Tulsa, Oklahoma. I've been through Tulsa, Oklahoma recently within the last 3 months, man, and I went to the Black Wall Street, Sarge, and you can still feel the vibe of the hatred there, Sarge. They hated us, Sarge, because they cannot be us. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
And this is why I feel very, very sorry for Bianchi, okay, because Bianchi hates himself, Sarge. I don't think you're a man that hates yourself, Sarge. You're a pretty well-read dude, okay? But what it is, though, Sarge, black people were the first humans on the continent of Acubalon, okay? Right. Those cave dwellers, man, they didn't believe in washing their nasty asses.
It was a sin.
We gave the world the concept of bathing. Black women gave the world the concept of feminine hygiene in Ethiopia. And
they still don't believe in the concept of bathing. They talk about they only bathe once a month.
Ethiopian population in Sarge. And I had to ask this one young woman is that she was so very, very nice looking. I said, so hip, beautiful. She smiled and she says that it is the water and that it is from God. You see what I'm saying? All right. was going to agree in the matter. I never used the sunscreen before. And when they did a TikTok video, I think from South Africa, right? You know, with the brother man said, "Hey, white folks, you know, we got sunshine down here. You know, and tore down and all that." And then,
what is white history? Sarge, what is white history?
Well, history is enormous.
No, I asked you, what is white history? No, I didn't ask you what is history.
We are here arguing about slavery because Europeans brought black people to the United States. That is part of history. It was enormously influential for the course of human history. You cannot exclude.
Sarge, what is European history? What is white history?
It was sadistic.
See,
okay.
you on me.
No, I did
didn't say
not change
influential.
the subject on you. I asked you,
Who was influential? It killed over 60 million people.
Sarge,
It was influential.
what is white history?
Besides, you just supported the premise of reparations right there, homie.
Yeah.
Move to the head of the class.
Okay, how is defining something as influential a justification for taxpayer money to be given out to people?
It's not even taxpayer money. Like, what the hell? Sarge, do you have this much disdain for Ukraine receiving taxpayer money? Do you have this much disdain for Israel receiving this much taxpayer money?
And we're running down to
Shabaka, are you still there? Shabaka?
I'm still here. Sarge still with us?
Sarge, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Go ahead, Shabaka.
Okay, but Sarge. Okay, Sarge. Everything that you said right supported the premise.
Yes, we can hear
you loud and clear, Sarge. Everything you said right there, Sarge, supported the premise for reparations right there. Okay, because I don't give a fuck about Tim Scott. I don't give a fuck about Clybourne.
Right.
I don't care about no ass scratching, yassa boss ass Negro like Bianchi. Okay? Ooh. We are not all the same, Sarge. Yes,
I didn't say we were. What we got to go to the price of tea in China?
What does it have to do?
What's the fact that we're different have to do with price of tea in China?
So? Because they cannot know about all
Sarge, again, what is white history?
Because they're not like us?
Sarge, what is white history?
Okay, Sarge.
What is white history, Sarge?
We know about dolphins.
Oh my God, Sarge.
We know about dolphins.
Sarge, for the umpteenth time, what is white history?
Everywhere, Sarge, everywhere that the white man had went, he...
We need to go about that.
Oh my God, the Neuralink.
60 seconds.
Yeah, fuck Elon Musk. And he is not an African. He is not an African. He is a goddamn bore.
He's a bore. He's a fucking bore.
When he was the president of Africa, he should have been paying taxes in South Africa.
He's not an African, Sarge.
He was a South African citizen. That is a fact.
Oh my God, Sarge.
I didn't make that up. He was a South African citizen. Literally.
Sarge, he's a fucking bore, Sarge. He ain't no goddamn African.
That's true.
He's a fucking bore.
But I'll tell you one thing. When South Africa issued him his passport, it didn't say poor. He didn't say poor anywhere on that passport.
What did you see, Sarge? Did you see African or did you see European white?
Fuck Leopold. You see what
yeah,
I'm
fuck
saying?
Leopold. Fuck Cecil Rhodes.
He was descended from Boers. He was a man who was descended from Boers who is a South African citizen. That is the fact of it.
He's an Afrikaner. He's an Afrikaner, Sarge. No, he's an Afrikaner. He is an Afrikaner.
Bring that motherfucker out here to Las Vegas, man.
He is South Africa.
He is Afrikaner.
He's not no South
Tell me
African.
something. Are you going to call? Tell me something. Is it more accurate to call a Frenchman a French citizen or a European? Which is more precise?
Their nationality.
I don't give a fuck about them, Sarge. I'm worried about
they go by nationality, so it would be French. But they're still Europeans. But they're still Europeans at the end of the day, Sarge. I answered your question, Sarge. I said Frenchman.
That definition to be challenged.
Sarge, I said Frenchman. I did answer your question.
Quote the words of Malcolm, man. Quote the words of Muhammad Ali.
I'm still waiting on the answer to my question, though.
Bluebirds, they were bluebirds. Blackbirds, they were blackbirds, man. And red
If that was true, Muhammad Ali would not.
We are in overtime, gentlemen. We are in overtime. Don't nobody hang up. We are in overtime.
Muhammad Ali would never have lived because his grandfather, Mr. O'Grady, would not have married a black woman, and he would never have existed. His grandfather was a white Irishman
that owned slaves.
The rapist slave trade pedophiles
that owned his
that was a slave owner. That was a slave owner.
Who owned his family. The rapist slave trade pedophiles that owned his family, son.
And Muhammad Ali would not have existed then.
The rapist
Muhammad Ali would not have existed.
Here we go. So we're supposed to be thankful. So, Sarge, are we supposed to be thankful for the rapist slave trading pedophile?
His grandfather married a black woman who gave birth
that
to his mother.
Sarge, the raping slave trading pedophile that owned his family.
What was he then, Sarge?
The raping slave trading pedophile, Sarge, that owned.
Was he an abolitionist, Sarge? Was he a white abolitionist? So, immigrated when? When did he immigrate? When did he immigrate? And speaking of Ireland, what happened to the Twa? What happened to the Twa, Sarge? Sarge, what happened to the Twa? Sarge, who were the snakes that St. Patrick had ran out of Ireland? What happened to the Twa, Sarge?
Oh my God, I can't believe it. Now you quote me Muhammad Ali. You quote me Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali says if bluebirds stay with bluebirds,
that's what he said.
Owls eat whatever.
Did he not say that?
No, Sarge,
Ali would never have lived. He would never have lived.
That's not true.
Sarge.
He would never have lived.
Oh my God.
Sarge, that's not true, Sarge. Why do you hate
I wish you
yourself,
respond
man?
to what I just said.
I wish you would respond to what I just
He
said.
would never have lived.
Sarge, quit hating
You would never know who he was because he would never have existed.
Sarge, it's okay to be black and proud.
Quit hating yourself, man.
Changing the subject
Quit
again.
hating yourself.
My point is that if the people who were Muhammad Ali's ancestors had lived by that admonition, then Muhammad Ali would never have existed.
Oh,
that's not true, Sarge. That is not.
Oh, for God's sake! You're not somebody in direction something right. How the hell can you live?
Sarge, that there is a contamination.
Now you're denying science itself.
No.
Now you just denied science itself.
No,
It's
Sarge. Okay, riddle me this here, Sarge. Nah, I'm going to put this here back on. Okay, you know what a hummingbird is? As Ali used to say that he was a...
Yeah, I know what a hummingbird is.
Yeah, okay, hold it, Sarge.
Fastest bird.
Hold it, Sarge. Scientifically, that motherfucker can't fly, but yet he does.
Because his wings move so fast. His wings move so fast. No, not a bumblebee, Sarge. He did say that too, but no, a hummingbird, Sarge.
Okay,
all right, listen to me. All right, okay, Shabaka, I have a very specific question to ask you. All right? Very specific. Forget Mr. O'Grady. Let's take him out of the equation for purposes of my question.
Okay.
Let's look at the other side of a black grandfather. If you take the black grandfather of your ancestral line, is it possible for you to exist as a descendant?
No. You will exist, but you wouldn't be a descendant of him.
Answer the question, please. Will you please answer the question?
I just did, Sarge. To have our blood.
See, he won't answer. He will know the answer because he knows the answer.
I answered the question, Sarge.
Sarge. That's why I'm telling you about the hummingbird, Sarge. That's what I'm telling you about the hummingbird.
I mean, now you're making up myths.
Oh my
Now
God.
you're making up myths.
No, this is what businesses say. This is what businesses say, Sarge.
Okay. I don't know what you know of genealogy or ancestry. What you want to say?
Zoology. Zoology, Sarge. Zoology.
Sarge, relax, Sarge. Sit back, breathe, Sarge. Go pet the dog. Calm down, man. We don't want you to blow a gasket, brother. Come on now. See, Sarge, we don't hate you. We love you, Sarge. But however, though, Sarge, you have your viewpoints. You know, you're a little bit older than me, Sarge. You know what I'm saying? And what
Yeah, that's why I know about genealogy and ancestry.
Oh my God.
That's why I know what the rules are. You cannot eliminate anyone in your direct ancestral line and then continue to exist. It is impossible.
Sarge.
Anyone, no matter how they got there.
This rape and slave trade. Okay, Sarge. With these
Change the subject.
Okay. These incestuous bastards, okay? See, they were into incest, man. You know what I'm saying? Particularly the fucking Europeans, man. But Sarge, like I said about the hummingbird, Sarge.
That's why I'm telling you, I love myself. I love every DNA chromosome in my body. I adore it. I don't hate myself of one iota. I love myself. When I look in the mirror and I see myself, when I look in the mirror and see myself,
do you see a black man?
I look at my face.
You see a black man, right?
And you know what?
When you look at your face, Sarge, what do you see? Sarge, answer the question.
From Cameroon,
Sarge.
from Congo, from the Sudan, from Nigeria and Ghana, from Ireland, from Saxony, from Denmark, and from Wales. Every one of them is who I am.
Sarge.
And I don't hate myself one little bit.
Sarge, so when you look in the mirror, do you see color?
Sitting up there, you put
I think you guys have a problem with self-hatred.
No, Sarge. No.
No, we don't.
Acknowledging the wrong that was done to our people is not self-hatred, Sarge.
Look, I am not ashamed of 1 inch of my body. I had nothing to do with it. I inherited it from all those
So,
people.
Sarge, when you look in the mirror, what do you see, Sarge?
I'm not ashamed of any of it. Anything they did wrong is on them. It's not on me. I did nothing wrong by being conceived.
Sarge, when you look in the mirror, what do you see, Sarge?
Okay, Sarge.
Wait, do you disagree with anything I just got through saying?
Sarge.
Okay.
Do you disagree with anything I just got through saying?
As a hummingbird, Sarge. That's all I got to say. Look at the hummingbird.
So you don't have a response to any of my questions.
Oh my God, Sarge.
Sarge. I'm elusive as a hummingbird, Sarge.
Again, I am not ashamed of anything that made me
Trent,
who
are
I
you
am.
still here?
I had nothing to do with it. I inherited it.
Okay.
Sarge, he's a trip.
Okay, Sarge. Okay, hold on, Sarge. Let me ask you a question. Did you ever wear a conch, Sarge? Like James Brown said, did you ever
not for a microsecond in my life.
So you had a fro?
Not a second.
So you had a fro, Sarge?
Okay, so Sarge.
Yeah, I just combed my hair.
So you didn't put no processor in your hair?
Man, you a dad, man.
You didn't put no processor in your hair, Sarge?
I combed my hair. I cut it and I combed it. No, never.
Sarge.
Not for a microsecond. Ever.
Okay. Now, you mean to tell me, Sarge, down in the great state of Georgia? Down in Atlanta. Okay.
Georgia.
I grew up in Chicago.
Okay, in the great state of Illinois, in the fugitive slave state of Illinois.
Everybody was wearing a process in Chicago when I was growing up.
Except you.
I didn't.
Okay. Well, hold on, Sarge. If you didn't, that's good. Like Malcolm said. And I was at this speech, Sarge, and I was only 2 years old. Who taught you to hate the color of your skin and the shape of your
who taught you to hate yourself, Sarge?
I never hated it. I always liked mine. I thought I had a great shade of color. I love my color.
Okay.
I don't know where you guys get this thing from. I never had it for a moment. I never had any of it. I swear to God.
Okay, but
I don't know where this came from.
Okay, but Sarge, but the raping, slave trading pedophiles that violated your bloodline, Sarge. You claim that shit, man.
I don't have a choice. It's there, whether I like it or not.
You don't have a choice. Okay, now let me ask you.
I don't have a choice. It happened hundreds of years before I was born.
Okay, but Sarge.
And again, remember that word I used with you? Remember the word I keep breaking up to you and you keep refusing to acknowledge? Paradox. It is a paradox. Without them, I would not exist.
Sarge, once again,
I know you cannot comprehend this in the midst of your grievance and your resentment. I understand that you can't do that. I am capable of making the distinction.
The hummingbird, Sarge, the hummingbird.
And then Muhammad Ali would not exist if the people had followed his admonition. If Mr. O'Grady had followed his admonition, he would not be alive. Oh, he's dead now, but he would never live.
I disagree with you wholeheartedly, Sarge.
How the hell can you disagree when you cut out your grandfather?
Hey, Sarge.
That's like cutting out your mother.
Sarge. Sarge.
That's what I don't know.
Okay.
Look, man, you got to make up your own branch of genealogical science, okay? What you need to do is you find a school of genealogical science, because that's what you're talking about does not exist anywhere in science.
Oh yeah, the hummingbird, Sarge. The hummingbird.
The hummingbird theory of genetics.
The hummingbird, Sarge.
The hummingbird theory of genetics. I'm going to have to remember this.
The hummingbird.
Jay, do you believe this, Jay? Jay, I know you're laughing your ass off over there. Do you believe this, Jay? Come on, Jay. Chime in, Jay.
Sarge. Sarge.
Jay, alert the brother Jay. Brother
I'm here,
Jay.
Sarge.
Are you swallowing this time?
I'm here, Sarge.
All right, riddle me this today. Here's my question. If I cut out any of the grandfathers in your direct ancestral line, is it possible for you to occupy the physical form that you are in today?
In this time and space?
Would you please answer?
Pedophiles, right?
Including them, yes, including them, yes. Now, is it possible for you to exist without every one of them?
In this time and space, no.
Is it possible?
In this time and space, no.
Anywhere in the universe.
Don't blow a gasket, Sarge. Don't blow a gasket, homie.
I mean, because this is so basic. I mean, I understand racial grievance is really a big thing with a lot of people. But when you talk about basic things, they are ineluctable and immutable. You just can't deny them.
The hummingbirds
you have an agenda.
The hummingbirds are the hummingbirds.
Oh, okay. I give up. I surrender. My hands are raised in surrender. I give up. You got me.
Sorry.
Okay, I give up. I surrender. You win. Let's move on. Let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on to closing the comments.
Okay, now, Sarge. I want to ask you this question here, Sarge, because you're a combat veteran. What do you think about the black soldiers that got killed recently over there in the Middle East?
In Georgia. They were from Georgia, right?
I think we have a commander-in-chief who neglects his duties as commander-in-chief to respond to unprovoked attacks on American soldiers when they are in fact attacked. I think that's what we had, and I think it's a disgrace that he waited for hundreds of attacks to ensue and waited until American soldiers were killed before he responded, after letting hundreds of attacks go unresponded to.
Okay, Sarge.
That's great.
Okay. I am concerned, man, because I saw Abby Phillip with her lovely ass, okay, and Laura Combs with her lovely self, and I realized both women is married, okay, compliments to their husbands, okay, but Abby Phillip had said, okay, because she had interviewed, the parents, of their black Okay, the U.S. military is going to go out there, paying the families on their insurance. Okay, Sarge, you know that. Okay, but why don't we form us a militia amongst black folks like what Mr. Robert Williams did with the Deacons of Defense?
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at Reverend Earl Little. Okay, let's look at Reverend Earl Little. Okay, who was murdered? Okay, because he was a Garveyite. Okay, and what he did was when they went up there and attacked his home in Omaha, Nebraska, he simply went and got that damn weapon, man, and started busting a few caps with them coward-ass bastards wearing sheets. Okay, and they ran like bitches with their tails between their legs. Okay, so then what did they do to Malcolm's father?
They killed him.
Bashed him in his head. They put him on the streetcar track. Okay, they ran him over, cut the man in half. And then when Mrs. Little was trying to get the insurance money from him, what did the damn insurance company do? Oh, no, he committed suicide. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's so love, man, they hate us simply because they cannot be us. And that is nothing to be ashamed of, to call yourself a black man. Okay, and when I look at this orange dude, man, you know what I'm saying? He's nuts. He's nuts. He's a damn racist, and he's nuts. Yes.
Okay, I tell you, I do not hate anything about myself. That is my. You are my aspect of me that makes me return for no reason. I will not. I am not responsible for anything. People contribute to my DNA to make me me. It is just a fact whether I like it or not. All right, hey, by the way, wait, hold on a minute. Hold on, I got one more thing to say. But wait a minute, I got one more thing to say before we go off the air. You might want to see this. You might want to see this, okay? I'm going to put in the chat room. I hope it's still up. I don't know if it is or not. I just put a link in the chat room to a video. You see that link in the video chat room?
Yep.
Okay, brother, check. Okay.
Okay, now hold on a minute. Now, at 33 seconds of the video, you will see a tank commander in
Vietnam War. Tanks.
He was
Tanks
tank commander
genuine.
in Charlie Company. Let me finish that. Tank commander said, I come on at 33 seconds of the video, and he said, guess what? You come on at 30 seconds of the video in your tank, giving the peace sign to the cameraman as you roll down the highway on a in there so you can see it. Okay. 33 seconds, and I come on at 30 seconds.
So 33 seconds.
My friend comes on at 33 seconds. You see me rolling down. What do you think? The 50-caliber machine gun giving the high peace sign to the camera.
Okay, sir. Okay. In my color footage. Okay, hold on, Sarge. Okay, the computer.
30 seconds. I come on at 37 seconds.
Okay, hold on, Sarge. Okay, hold on. Now they got some fucking advertisement on here with this bullshit. Okay, hold on. Well, that's you fucking ad. Okay, Sarge, you said 30. Okay, you said you had 33 seconds, Sarge. I see the
My buddy is on at 33 seconds. He sent me the video. He sent me the 33 seconds. See, that guy sent me the video. I'm on at 37 seconds. That's why I started coming on.
Okay. I'm at 20 seconds now, Sarge. Okay. All righty. 20.
Brenda's putting on his helmet.
Okay. 30 seconds. Okay.
We gotta make our closing statements, gentlemen, before they pull the plug.
37 seconds. Me with the peace sign. Peace sign.
That's you.
Damn.
That's oh shit, that is. Let me show the people on the stream.
I'm at 29 seconds, 30, 33. Okay.
20, see Sarge?
That's my buddy right
That's
there.
him throwing the peace sign.
Okay, I see you there in the tank giving a peace sign. Okay, Sarge. Okay, Sarge. Okay, Sarge. Okay. Great, beautiful. With Sarge. Back to the hummingbird. Okay. The fact of the matter is, Sarge, okay, we don't need these damn white folks, man. They need us.
Right.
Okay. And now, if Fannie Willis want to go out here and screw these dudes, man, in the course of the day, it's all take business. Okay. Okay. That's a domestic situation. You know
Yeah, that ain't none of our business. That's like salt and pepper. That ain't none of our business.
Who's a damn rapist? You say,
Man, I'm gonna keep stressing this. I'm gonna keep stressing this. I don't hate anything about myself. I don't hate my white part. I don't hate my black part. I had nothing to do with it. Either one of them. I had nothing. I'm not proud of either one of them. I had nothing to do with them. I am grateful that they made me what I am. It has nothing to do with pride or anything else.
A foundational Black American.
Sarge,
Well,
the hummingbird. Okay, Sarge.
I'm an American citizen. I ain't no African.
You're a foundational Black American.
I ain't a European either. I'm not a European. I ain't an African. I'm a citizen of the United States.
You're a foundational Black American.
Okay, Sarge. I'm a diasporic African, Sarge. And by the way, Sarge, what about Mr. Isaac Woodard? Are you familiar with his story, Sarge?
Name sounds familiar, but refresh my memory.
Okay. Okay.
I said the name sounds familiar.
Okay.
My memory.
Okay. Isaac Woodard was a World War II veteran. Okay. He was discharged from
I think he got lynched, didn't he?
Georgia. Worse. Okay. He had got into it with the bus driver on a Greyhound. Yeah.
Right, I remember now.
By the sheriff, Sarge. Yeah. Okay. By the sheriff.
He was blinded. He was blinded.
Yeah. Intentionally, because the sheriff took his nightstick and busted up both his eyes. Just like the treachery and the horror that they committed to Emmett Till, Sarge.
Yeah.
Just like how they used to take black people and lynch them. And some of them would even eat the parts after they burned them, Sarge. Okay.
Yep.
Sarge, once again, a hummingbird. How could you love something like that?
Mm.
Well, what did I just say a minute ago? You didn't listen to what I
He said it had nothing to do with
I
it.
said, what did I say just a minute ago?
That you
You
had
didn't
nothing
listen
to
to what
do
I
with it.
said. I mean, I use words that are...
What, Sarge?
I use words that are intended to convey a meaning. I didn't say I loved it. I said I'm grateful for it because I'm happy in my skin.
Why are you grateful for it? Just acknowledge
I
it.
love myself. And what it took for me to occupy the physical form I am in is every single one of my genetic ancestors. It would not be possible were they not there. Do you not understand that?
Okay, Sarge.
Why is it so hard for you to understand? I don't hate myself. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, Sarge.
You want me to hate myself. You guys
No, Sarge. No.
Sarge, no, man, no, Sarge.
So then why can't you accept the fact that I don't hate myself?
That's beautiful.
Sarge.
We're happy to hear that, Sarge.
That's beautiful. We love you, Sarge. We love you, Sarge, it's because...
And I love myself even more. And I love myself even more. I keep telling you, don't ever say to Sarge that he hates himself. Sarge loves himself.
Okay, Sarge. Okay. Now, one of the greatest creatures on earth, man, is the dog. The beauty of a dog.
I agree. Wholeheartedly.
You got high-powered ears.
Man's best friend.
You got high-powered ears, so the dog will
shit.
All that.
And they're useful too.
Yeah, all that. Okay, but also too.
They're the greatest animals on God's green earth, I think.
Okay, and you also got to love the panther too, Sarge, because the panther is a defensive fighter, and when it is cornered, it would annihilate its enemy absolutely, completely, and unconditionally.
Well,
those are the words of Dr. Huey Percy Newton, and of course, Dr. Newton had some personal issues, but that still does not take away his contribution to our history. Dr. Martin Luther King, also too, to the King family. You do have our condolences here from Shabaka experience.
Yeah, R.I.P. Dexter King.
The passing of Dexter King. Yes. And then also too, Sarge, as the heavyweight champion here said, hey man, bluebirds stay with bluebirds, redbirds stay with redbirds, blackbirds stay with blackbirds. I love my people. And all our hate mail, you know, please come in with your hate mail. We're sorry we don't see you there, Joe Gibson. And Joe Gibson, he gets his information from Eurocentric sources. We get our information from Afrocentric sources, which are more accurate. Get with Dr. Ashwa crazy, Sarge. Get with Dr. Ashwa crazy. When you take the Great Pyramid, it is at the dead center of the Earth's land mass.
Yep, get with Ashwa Crazy, get with Anthony Browder, get with Dr. Professor James Smalls, get with Sarge Sutin-Seti.
When I'm looking for an answer to Shabaka,
Andrew, and then let us not forget the sisters of the hidden figures, Sarge, that made the Apollo mission.
Yeah, I was about to say about that. Yeah, I was about to mention something about that.
Remember you were saying something about aerodynamics earlier?
When I'm looking, Shabaka, when I'm looking for an answer to Newtonian physics, I'm going to be going to Eurocentric sources. Sorry, that's just the way it is.
Okay, Sarge. Okay, that's your business. They stole it from us. You know what I'm saying?
I know they stole it.
Yes, they stole us. You damn Skippy, they stole everything.
You know, as opposed
to I got it. Yeah, okay.
You want so you want to acknowledge the rape and slave trading pedophile as a part of your history, but you don't want to acknowledge that they stole everything.
When that apple fell out of the tree.
Oh my God. Sir Isaac Newton didn't discover no gravity. No. Shake ain't to Diop. Shake ain't to Diop.
Okay, Sarge. The European.
Oh my goodness,
man. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Man burns his ass up. See, I told Joe Gibson the same shit. Okay, on this platform, Eurocentricity. Fuck Eurocentricity. It's plagiarized.
Right.
Okay. Read Stolen Legacy by Professor George G.M. James.
He said he has the book.
Aristotle.
He said he has that book, and he has Destruction of the Black Civilization.
Who's the other fool, man? Aristotle,
Socrates, and Plato.
And Socrates. You know, they went there and stole knowledge.
Yep.
Sarge. Because
hypocrisy too.
Was a filthy-ass continent. They did not believe in washing their funky, stinking.
Yeah, because it was a sin.
The bubonic plague, Sarge.
That's why the bubonic plague was running rampant throughout Europe.
They stole that from Africa too.
Yes, they stole everything. What didn't they steal?
Pythagoras theorem.
Yes. Yes, they stole all of that. Yes. Okay. All of that was stolen.
All right, okay. Quantum physics, they stole that.
Yes.
Might have something to say about algebra.
I don't care what they have to say about it. They stole all of that.
Algebra.
Oh my, Sarge.
It's okay.
Sarge.
Okay, now Sarge, let me ask you this here, man. Then we're gonna close out. Okay, Sarge, what do you think of Professor P.L.O. Lumumba?
Lumumba, he was. Do I think he was murdered by the CIA? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, Patrice Lumumba.
Okay, no, not him. I'm talking about Professor PLO Lumumba. Okay, you know.
Oh, I'm not familiar with that gentleman. I just talking about Patrice Lumumba.
Okay, get with it.
I thought you meant Patrice
okay,
Lumumba.
no. Well, we know what happened with Patrice Lumumba. Okay, and then after they murdered him, the Belgians. Okay, and that's why I say fuck Leopold.
Right.
Fuck Elon Musk. Okay, is because after they killed Lumumba, they put him in acid.
Yep.
Okay, in charge. And we supposed to love these motherfuckers? Come on,
I'm not telling you who to love. I'm not going to tell you who to love.
But Sarge. Okay, but Sarge.
I never tell anybody who to love. That's your decision.
Okay.
I can say what I
want.
I don't think it's relevant.
Sarge, I wasn't saying. Okay, Sarge. I wasn't saying that you said love them. I'm talking about, you know, what this Eurocentric mindset says, okay? And we're supposed to sit up there, man, and listen to some dimey-looking individual by the name of Tim Scott who gets up there and says that
America is not a racist country.
You, master. Sorry,
I'm not a Tim Scott fan, so you know I'm not gonna take any brief for Tim Scott because I'm not a Tim Scott fan.
So Sarge, do you believe that America is a racist country?
I mean, I don't dislike him, but he doesn't impress me all that much.
So do you think the dump, as in human shit, and we want to make that perfectly clear, is going to nominate him as VP?
Okay. So, I mean, look, if Tim Scott says something, good on him. I don't dislike him. I don't particularly like him. I mean,
no,
you know,
Sarge.
it's there.
Sarge, you didn't answer my question.
I don't place any particular emphasis on anything he says.
Sarge, you didn't answer my question, though. I had a question. The question was, do you think the dump, as in human shit?
And the reason why I feel sorry for Tim Scott, because the man hates himself. He sits up there and tells his master, "Oh, boss, I love you, boss. We think." Check out Minister Malcolm X, May 1962, Los Angeles, California. And believe it or not, Sarge, I was at that speech.
Yep.
I was only 2 years old.
Wow.
Believe it or not. Believe it or not.
By the way, I forgot another thing I want to ask. Did Carl Benz steal the internal combustion engine from the Africans too?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay, wait a minute.
What didn't they steal?
Did Carl Benz, the German, in 1895, did he steal the internal combustion engine from the Africans too?
Motherfucker probably did. Shit.
He stole the materials for it.
Thank you.
Okay.
He stole the materials for it. He stole the materials for it, Sarge.
Okay. I don't want to know. That's all.
Okay, wait a minute.
Iron?
They said he stole the materials.
They stole iron from the Africans too?
Yes, Sarge. Just like they did the tungsten.
Ain't too many Africans.
Hold on. No. Hold on, Sarge. Just like they stole the tungsten, just like they stole the uranium, just like they stole the gold, just like they stole the platinum, just like they stole all the precious metals, the coltan, the cobalt, Sarge.
Okay. So wait a minute. I want to be very specific in what they stole. I mean, they stole everything. That's what you said. They stole everything from Africa. Everything.
Yes, everything.
So the germ theory of disease is from Africa too.
Yes.
So the microscope that was
why do you think it's Chinese over there, Sarge? Why do you think the Chinese over there?
Yes, Sarge.
When they stole the microscope from Africa too.
Yep.
Sarge. Okay, here's
significant inventions.
Sarge, everything that we're using today is significant inventions. We're stolen.
And I forgot his name.
Yeah, I got that book, by the way. I'm holding it right here in my hand. The name of the brother is Black People Invented Everything.
Yep.
Dr. Shuhan Kumar Das, founder of the Solutionary Institute. I got the book right here in my hands. I've read it through. And I understand now that everything ever was invented by Black people in Africa.
That's correct.
And the Europeans came and stole it, Sarge, right? Okay, don't
I got the book. The man wrote it down in the book. Yeah. By the way, he didn't wait a minute, he didn't rely on Gutenberg and that printing press thing. He must have had a Creole related to him.
Oh my God, Sarge.
Sarge. No. Okay, Sarge. If you're going to use the term is griot. And what you could do is
griot. He had a griot related to him. Oh, I'll tell you one thing, though. You might want to take a look at page 47 of this book. On page 47 of this book, you got an illustration.
And what's the illustration,
This black woman with this incredible body. I mean, it is perfect paragon of the female form.
Was it like Sarah Bartman?
With these really exotic markings.
Does she look like Sarah Bartman?
No, I'm not. No, it is not. No, it is not her. It is a photograph of a contemporary woman. Yes, obviously it is. But she has some sort of kaleidoscopic markings in her body in various beautiful colors. It's one of the most arresting pictures I've ever seen. So if you ever did the book, look at page 47, and this incredible woman covered in these markings that are just arrestingly haunting.
Okay, Sarge.
Okay, Sarge. Now let me ask you this. Okay, now what do you feel about Sarah Bartman?
I mean, you'd love this picture. If you love women, you'd love this picture.
Yeah, that's why I brought up Sarah Bartman.
I'm not one who shoves ketchup up his ass, Sarge. I'm not that kind of guy.
I'm sure you're not. I'm sure you're
not to confuse. Okay, not to confuse, I'm sure you're motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Okay, not these confused fuck boys. Okay, and then two. Sarge, okay, we're gonna go with the closing comments. We would like to have a complete episode. Also, too, Sarge, the dude who wanted to be the moderator between you and I on the debate, Sarge, you know what I'm saying? They got to pay us, you know what I mean? And I'm not talking about no chump change either. You see what I mean? Okay, but always remember, Sarge, he was elusive as the hummingbird. That's my closing comment. The hummingbird, Sarge.
Okay.
The hummingbird. Your closing comments.
Hummingbird, whatever.
Go to Sarge.
No, I'm gonna close it out. Go ahead, Sarge.
I mean, I like I said, you're the guy who thinks you can take your grandfather out of your social line and you can still exist. That's okay with me if you want to believe that. I have nothing to say. Other than the fact that I'm observing that you do.
The hummingbird. Okay. The hummingbird, Sarge.
Okay, go ahead, Sarge. What is your closing?
He doesn't fly, Sarge.
Okay, I got it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this was Shabaka's Black Experience. Enhanced, ladies and gentlemen.
Shabaka.
And, Brother Che.
You gotta give Sarge and me the close. You gotta give us an opportunity to close out.
We appreciate Sarge and Sarge. And if they want you and I to debate, Sarge, they're gonna have to pay us, Sarge. And I'm not talking about.
Well, you can go ahead and negotiate our price there, Shabaka. I'll leave you
shout out to the viewers.
You're my agent.
The negotiation is simple, Sarge. $1,000 for me, $1,000 for you, Sarge. Okay, and I would need at least 3 weeks, Sarge, is because you know I'll be getting ready to have to train for Manila and come dealing with you. Okay, and then also too.
Just let me know what the terms of the debate is and the subject. All I need is what the terms of the debate are and what the subject.
Sarge. Okay, Sarge, the next time we on, Sarge, you know our hours, you know, the next time you speak with Joe Gibson and you all riddle my name through mud, okay, because I listened to a few episodes anonymously, okay. We don't hate Joe, you know what I'm just saying is.
He's just a chatter anchor, baby.
Professor, Professor, the black man who reads aloud. Oh man, you ought to pull that episode up. And if you ever come across
the Black Caucus is the Black Caucus is the Congressional Black Caucus obsolete.
To listen to the playback because the professor owned his ass. So therefore,
Shabaka.
Shelton Hall, we definitely appreciate you on our last episode, sir. You dropping the knowledge that you did.
Shelton Hall, okay.
Okay, and sir, and you really held your ground, and we appreciate you there, Professor. And you're welcome to come back at any time, guest host, or you can host Professor, and we really appreciate you. Sarge, the only thing I can say with you, Sarge, is I like debating with you, Sarge, because you keep me on my toes.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And what have you.
Shabaka, let Sarge give his closing.
And to the spirit of Muhammad Ali, he was the greatest heavyweight boxing champion of all times. And as you know, Sarge, definitely check out Champions Brew Coffee, Sarge, okay? Check out Champion Brew's Coffee, because that is a friend of mine, okay? I'm not going to say his name, but you were acquainted with him one time, Sarge, and what have you, you know? All right, so Black Power always.
Black Power.
You know what I'm saying?
And the air date of this.
I'd like to thank you. I'd like to thank you very much for acquainting me with the hummingbird theory of genetics. I shall now endeavor to learn all I can about this fascinating topic. Thank you very much.
All right, Sarge. It's always a pleasure, Sarge.
And the air date of this was February 2nd. The air date of this Grand Rising with Shabaka and the Shays.
Oh, about how long ago was that show on Joe Gibson's show? Because I'm looking at his archive programs, and I want to see if I can catch it. How long ago was it?
A couple days ago.
Let's see. I think it was the show
was it
yesterday
last
when
Tuesday?
I called in. Okay, yeah.
Was it last Tuesday?
Last show, Sarge. I believe so.
Well, that was last Wednesday.
Yeah, I think it was last Wednesday. Yeah, Sarge. You know what I'm saying? It's because, you know, he had a gentleman there. I forgot the gentleman's name who wanted to be the moderator. And I had simply called Joe up and, you know, and I told him, Sarge, that they got to pay you and I for us to have this debate because this is going to be some work. And slavery is over with, and I don't work for free. Okay, you know what I'm saying? It's because we, you know, me, Brother Che, Lady Che, contributors, you know, man, we go through a lot, man, you know, of keeping this platform up, you know what I mean? So, Sarge, they have to pay us, okay? So we're going to need an outline, introduction, body, and conclusion, and then decide, man, of how long we could talk and all of that. But like I told Joe, they got to pay us. Okay, and then we didn't get too much hate mail in our chat room. Okay, we love our haters. We really do. We really do. We love our haters. It's because that's how we know that we are right.
Okay, Shabaka, can you hear me?
I'm gonna bid you a good one, man, and go get me a cup of coffee. You know what I'm saying? And definitely check out the Champions Brew, and also too. Brother Che, please take us out with a Sasha Tour.
Okay.
Tupac.
The Future.
We all know who she is. Yeah. The Future. Yes.
And the air date? Okay, what was the air date of this?
And so long.
What's the air date?
From Sin City, Nevada, the place to be a highly overpriced Super Bowl that is coming up. Okay, later for Taylor Swift.
Yeah, fuck Taylor Swift.
Bullshit.
And fuck the Queens.
Sitting here in the comfort of my living room watching the Super Bowl. Okay, I cannot pick a winner. Okay, nothing against.
I told you to go with the Niners.
And then also too, I want to put it out there to the NFL is that them fucking tickets is too damn high. How the hell you gonna charge $1,100 for nosebleed seats? Shit, I much rather.
They charging $8 million for a commercial.
Right here, they might put a damn blackout on us.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. But thank y'all for tuning in to Grand Rising with Shabaka and the Chays. The air date of this program was February 2nd, 2024. And we're gonna go out with Tupac's auntie. Y'all already know her name. With the Future. Peace, love, light, reparations, and separations. And make sure y'all check us out tomorrow for Frontline Black News on YouTube and Facebook.
Yes, sir.
Season 3, episode 44. 44. Part 1. So we'll see y'all then on StreamYard on YouTube and Facebook. Peace and Black Power.
Yes, sir. Always. Always.
thank y'all for tuning in on the StreamYard. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to Frontline Black News on YouTube and Facebook, The Revolutionary Agenda on YouTube and Facebook, and Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced on Facebook and Twitter, now X. So peace, love, light, reparations, and separations, and Black empowerment. We will see y'all tomorrow for our regularly scheduled Frontline Black News at 9 a.m. Pacific time, or 9 p.m. 9 p.m. Pacific time, 10 p.m. Mountain time, 11 p.m. Central time, and 12 a.m. in the East. So we will see y'all then. Peace. Shout out to Twin. You know, when I commented in the chat, and 2 other viewers, appreciate y'all tapping in. Shane Krumah signing out from the Mile High Income City. And Lady Chase says hi. She says her regards. Keep her in your thoughts and prayers. Peace.